Hello, hello. We are here with Sarah Boone, not without my suitcase, part deux, not intentional.
Yes, not intentional. Not intentional.
Thank you, Christine. And thank you, Eris, for doing all of your mod things and being you. I hope you're feeling better. And Jude, welcome. And Flash Fan, I hope you are doing well. I am doing okay. I just got back from seeing the Dune movie, and I didn't realize it was gonna be like Lord of the Rings extended cut, levels long.
Yeah.
I hope you are feeling better, John. Thanks for joining us, and Sarah Adams.
Rest in peace, Lil
Friberto.
Sal.
Are we gonna have taps? I wish. Yes, you can. Tammy F, good afternoon, evening, or what morning, wherever you are. Okay, John. It was a very beautiful visual movie. It's very morally ambiguous. So if you're okay with that, I don't want to give you spoilers. I don't know if you've read the books. I didn't. So, but it was very pretty, but it's morally ambiguous and gray, and I didn't like that because and they didn't have the degenerate popcorn bucket, and I was sad.
The tentacle bucket was not there.
Yes. I'm welcome, Rachel Hope Bernston Engelhart. Oh, okay, Jason J. If you either direct message me or whatever. Look, y'all, a rainstorm came in and my brain's a little mushy because I had to pay attention to this stuff. Welcome, Phoenix Fire. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I don't think Titanic was that long.
And it honestly doesn't lag unless you're thinking, "I have to get home by 5. How the flip long is this movie?" Then it's a bit, like, "Okay, seriously." Thank you, Badweather Biker. Oh, let me get my things, and I will put these up on the board.
Because at the time, Titanic was a long movie. But, like, in today's world, is Titanic really a long movie? Really? I mean, like,
well, no.
Iron Man 14 was, like, what, 5 hours long or something? Like, and all, like, the extended things and all the stuff that come out, it's like, long.
Yeah, the funny thing is that I can watch all of the Lord of the Rings extended cuts and I'm fine. But or I can even watch, like, White Christmas, which is, like, 700 hours long. But, yeah, if you know the lore, I think it deviates heavily from the book. I did not read the books. Apparently, in the books, someone turns into a giant worm dude. Whatever Dune writer was smoking, because the movie's basically about tripping balls all the time, which I'm a fan of. My mini-me, welcome. Welcome, Erin Olivia. Let's get this party started.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen Lawrence of Arabia.
I don't think I have either.
Spice. I know. I was like, because I watched the first one last night with my husband, and I will be doing a video because I am not allowed to watch movies and point out logic holes to my husband because he's like, just watch the pretty colors and stop. You're making fun of it. I'm like, no, I need to understand how people are so damn dumb. He's like,
but I can't help it if they're stupid.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, that kind of leads right into Miss Boone.
Yeah, we are ready to go. Let's see. Oh, I
Oh,
have it muted.
yep.
I
The sa-
did not intentionally kill him.
That didn't take long.
So your intention.
I don't know what it is I
to
need to
punish
do
him?
or how to do it or what to say or how to say it.
But what was your intention?
How do I
Everyone
get
knows.
myself out of this
Everyone knows.
situation?
Everyone knows I was drunk, but not drunk. I was Schrodinger's alcoholic, really. That's what had happened.
Yeah. She just wants to know, what can I say exactly to get
It's like,
myself out of here?
look, do I get a mulligan? Like how many, suitcasings can I do before I really get in trouble?
Yeah. The next one, I'm just gonna roll across the living room. I'm not gonna kick it down the stairs.
Yeah, she's like, "Look, I didn't even mean for him to pass away. Who would have thunk that, flipping him around would be a terrible idea?
Yeah.
Drunk me didn't know that. Drunk me should really be in trouble. This is semi-sober me. You have to talk to drunk me later."
Not intentional.
She will have answers for you. She is kind of a B word. Even more than me currently, if you could imagine.
Everything that I've done for George and love him and continuously helped him throughout his life with me and made him a happier, better person.
And everybody has their limits.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody has.
Well, because he's in heaven now, you giant weirdo.
I was gonna say, just because he's in a happier place doesn't mean he's in a happier life. Jesus.
She's like, I helped him see Jesus.
He said he wanted to have a come to Jesus meeting. So I helped.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't understand that he didn't intend to mean that. I mean, who would have thought he didn't mean that?
Oh, that's a good one.
They
Send
have
her
their
packing for
So
good.
it's like, okay, so while we're in a good place right now, I'm gonna snap. Is that what while we're in a good place right now?
Yes.
No, you're going to zip.
Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, "Fuck you."
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. This is what it feels like.
Which was however long ago.
Me.
You said
The video was from last night.
Clearly.
So it wasn't that.
She's like, okay, not to bring politics into it, but like a certain maybe commander in chief, that was 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ma'am, perhaps, you don't have the high ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, just a tenth of her confidence, I would be doing stand-up comedy in New York.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be getting clapter. I'd be getting laughter.
Clapped her.
Well, like when
before.
well, like when these new some of these new lady medians just talk about their lady bits and how gross they are, and everyone starts kind of clapping, and no, I'd have people just rolling in their seats.
Oh, you mean like actual comedy?
Yeah. That thing we used to do sometimes.
That thing.
That thing.
Yeah.
There's still feelings towards it. You wouldn't say it if you didn't feel it.
but I would never do that.
But it happened.
But you did.
But you
But
did.
that's after
Okay, I have to figure out how I can do a 25% different I would do anything for love with Sarah Boone. I don't know if I do it with a wig on and then I have her lip syncing. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you could. You could. But is it she wouldn't do that or that she did do that?
Well, she wouldn't open the suitcase.
And she left enough for the fingers.
Oh my god, that would be terrible. No, I don't want his family. That would be mean. That would be terrible. If I had a suitcase, that would be a little too much because I think that would be bringing in him, and I just want to make fun of her.
Yeah. 2 fingers, Sarah Boone.
after being playful
But no one's
and
laughing.
having a good
That
day.
is-
No one's laughing except you.
Everybody's
Oh, I need to
having
do
a
that.
good day. Oh, I'm sorry?
I would hate to see a bad day.
Y'all are making me out.
Shiny shirt. Did we just become best friends?
I think he just got her.
She's like, ow, that hurt my little bit of a soul.
He's been holding on that one for like an hour and 6 minutes.
Pretty much. He's like, played puzzles and did finger painting? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, 2 finger holes. Come on, lady. Okay.
I think that they're just trying to get her to admit the reality of the thing. I mean, they pretty much have her dead to rights. They don't really need a confession when she videotaped the damn crime. Jodi Arias.
Yeah. It's yeah. I mean, she's definitely getting angry and upset, but I don't think that what their intention is. I think they're just trying to get her to actually say the thing.
Well, and to see it in look, she's going to prison either way. But if they can at least get her to see, come on.
Yeah.
You
Like,
have
just
to
the
see how this is reckless and dumb.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the absurdity of her argument. Like we said, I think it was last week when we said like she could have literally come up with dozens of other reasons like we did during the
Yeah.
stream. And it's like there's literally she could have came up with any other reason, not intentional. I wasn't drunk.
I mean, honest to God, had she just gone with the domestic, issues and say, yes, we were playing. Yes, he agreed to get in the suitcase, but then he got really mad. And I was afraid had she not filmed again,
Yeah.
I was afraid. And I was really worried that if I let him out, he threatened me and I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But no. Well, she is a little bit.
Just a tad.
Yeah.
Out to be a person that I'm not. Or will I ever be?
Or are you a different person when you're drunk?
People
I
have
never
different
drink.
personalities after they consume alcohol.
It depends. It's
It depends on
you're
if I'm
sober
finger
now,
painting or not.
so sober you.
It depends on if it's a mega pint.
Yes. Are we using finger paints today? Because that really brings it out. If we were using watercolors, it would have been totally different. It's
Yeah,
just-
is it acrylics?
yeah.
Nice
Well, what about
person,
drunk
easy
you?
going.
not. It's both of us. It's both of us.
Yeah,
And it's,
it's
again,
his fault.
It's not fair that you all are assuming that the marks that he has on him are from me.
We asked you where they came from.
I have no idea.
Well, nobody else was there, so nobody else.
I don't remember.
No idea.
Poltergeist. She's like, I didn't want to have to tell you guys this, but our apartment is haunted.
Yeah. Sober Sarah doesn't remember what drunk Sarah did.
That's my line of argument every time Mr. Mo's like, what is this order from Amazon? As per the agreement you signed into the contract that you didn't realize when you were getting married to me, Sober Mo generally steps in and has a contract with Drunk Mo in which we do not buy things, but sometimes Sober Mo takes a nap. And therefore Drunk Mo cannot be held responsible for anything Sober Mo doesn't, take care of. But Sober Mo takes care of about 90%. So aren't you glad?
I don't think that she forgot about the videos and photos. Like she may not have remembered at the beginning of the interview, but they have shown them to her at this point. So she's definitely not forgotten about them at this point. And
how, ma'am, where is Will Smith to tell her to keep the word fair out her mouth? Because how dare she? She's like, this is so unfair that you are like punishing me for unaliving someone.
Yeah.
You know what, atheist, and his stories are colorful and full of twists and turns, and he never says not intentionally. So yes. And he's usually quite heroic. He fought them off after they wrote his name on the wall in his handwriting. He got those some bitches, and he was like, I got him out, and Fry helped, and it was dangerous, but I did it. And I was like, okay, no,
Okay, Sheriff Farrell. Okay.
yeah, I go all Detective Candy. Fry, let me text someone to take you out.
Hmm.
Dingus Malingus.
Hmm. Oh.
Let me
Idea. I swear I did not lay a hand on him,
Okay, you just zipped them in the bag.
nor he.
Just a
You
foot.
zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No, why would I do that?
I
Well,
don't
you just
flip
told us
heavy
you did.
suitcases over
But he was
intentionally.
upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to
Yeah,
put them
he
upside
made
down.
him
You can't
upside
get in a
down.
suitcase upside down.
You just
because
used the force, that's all.
Oh my
When
God.
It
you
is
put the
Florida
and that's the
after all.
unfortunate body work.
That's the unfortunate thing too, but nobody else was there. That's the
We have a
unfortunate
video
thing.
showing the suitcase in several different positions. So it shows, one, like she just said, it had to have been on its back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up.
We were playing slapjack, and he had the jack, and I just, slapped. As per the rules, it was hide and seek, slapjack, Uno reverse. I know you've never heard of it. It's a hybrid game, very new.
Yeah.
Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on his back again, so you had to flip it
I'm
there.
leaving it like this, please. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this. No malicious content or effort was towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say,
the point of
does
the
that
video.
help you sleep? But you're not sleeping, so.
I mean,
Oh, Detective Candy, I love you. She's like, I hope that'll help you sleep, but doesn't seem to be doing nothing. That
Yeah.
was a subtle bitch move for the ages. Detective Candy, I doff my hat to you.
Yes. They have taken the gloves off now.
And I am all here for it.
Because it all goes downhill or uphill depending on which way you want to look at it from here.
Well, when she asks for his promise ring back, she's like, I still have payment plans. My ex-husband is paying for that, okay?
Are you sure that's not the ring that she got at Walmart in the special aisle? Ew. She wants it
I
back.
mean,
Last night, I maybe got an hour.
Right.
in your voice, you can hear the maliciousness. The fuck you is very, very,
You don't talk to people like that. That's not like a common, like,
no,
hey, Scott, fuck you.
thank you.
That's not common. It's not something people do.
Hey, have you met my friends? That's how we say good morning. She's just, ma'am, there is evidence. Would you just stop?
And no one that sees that is gonna think that.
Okay.
So we were trying to give you an opportunity, and it is what it is.
There's no maliciousness towards
Okay.
that.
I would probably be telling myself that too
My
after that
intent,
video.
my intent was not for that to happen.
But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know. whichever.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like, it's
Regardless.
It's not really fair.
Regardless, waiting
It's
for
not
him, it's
fair.
not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs. No one can take you.
Y'all, her hair still hasn't effing moved. We are in 1 hour, 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Dyslexia is awesome. And her hair done. What does she have in there? I almost want to write her a letter and say, hey, Sarah, I'm one of those millions of YouTubers that are making millions of dollars off of you. And for wig purposes, what did you use in your hair in the interrogation? Because that crap doesn't move.
She is solely responsible for keeping Aquanet alive.
Have you seen her her freaking court pictures, she has almost I don't know how there's any jail left in the damn prison. Nunya, that's
That's what I was laughing
awesome.
at. Is like, oh Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start doing that with Mr. Mo because that's hilarious. I'm stealing that. That is awesome. You win the internet. No, she never, I think, had steady work. I believe she kind of lived off her husband or ex-husband. Oh, I'm not going that method acting. And I'm also wearing a bra. So, there are limits to Arlene.
But how does she get that in prison, though? That's the question. I mean, there's the guards. I mean, there's that. All the guards just want to know what it's like to dip it in crazy. Is that what you're saying?
Well, apparently, if you're in Kentucky, because like 16 guards got popped for either sleeping with inmates or smuggling in contraband.
I mean, I guess maybe there's just not enough women in Kentucky. Maybe that's the problem. It's a supply and demand
It's
issue.
I have no idea, but maybe have women do women prisons and men do men prisons. I am not, precluding the fact that some people like the same people, but I think we'd cut down on a lot of shenanigans. But far be it from me to, suggest that.
Take you up their stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the bed, and you wait for him. Who cares if it's 5 minutes? Who cares if it's 30 freaking seconds? He's begging for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs. It doesn't matter. So get the time frame out of your mind.
This whole thing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because there's this. So it doesn't matter anything what it is I say. So it makes no difference whatsoever.
It's just
You're
you're
correct.
lying and like you're now changing your story.
About what?
You're now
It makes no
you're drunk.
difference what you say.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today. That's okay.
You said earlier.
Everything.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Ma'am, do you have dementia? There are subtle signs like what is a lion? Can you remember the 5 words that I say at the beginning of this test? In about 20 minutes, I'm going to ask you the same 5 words, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you look confused when you done said I was you can tell I was drunk.
Yeah. That's because like they got into this whole argument. Like this was like within the first 15 minutes, I think, where they got into
Yeah.
this whole thing where I wasn't drunk. We didn't drink that much, and they're like, "There's receipts, Sarah," and she's like, "Well, I was drunk, but I didn't pass out."
Yeah, it's just why?
Everything recorded.
Alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Okay.
Yes.
So you did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
Oh my God. Everyone say a prayer for Brian, her ex-husband, because she did this shit all through their marriage. Like she would come home drunk AF with, a bunch of guys and he'd say, "Hey, could we maybe not have weird people in the house with my kids?" That never happened.
Yeah, and could you just keep your legs closed, please? I am your husband, after all. I mean,
or could they at least pay some bills? I mean, I'm willing to work out a program if they help pay for shit around here.
yeah, it's like this can be a oasis up in here.
It was like I wouldn't have to deal with your crazy ass. I might.
That we could have solved all the problems if Brian just became her pimp. All the problems would have been solved.
And no, she would have just suitcased someone in his house and then he would be implicated.
True.
I have already told both of you also that we were both drinking.
Right.
Okay.
But you
But you were copus mentis.
I'm telling you all both. This has changed my life. I will take this. I don't know.
I'll never do anything wrong ever again.
Absolutely. But you're trying to dance around the fact that you
So, but what do
did
you,
leave them
okay,
there.
just,
You left them in there. You did, trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact
this
that
is-
you left them in there.
this is not,
You didn't leave them in there?
it's not cool. Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool.
That is.
You're right.
You did.
It's not.
But you think,
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I feel like they need a whiteboard. They need a whiteboard, stick figures, and maybe some crayons.
Yeah.
Like we need. Ma'am, you better do a plea deal. I am just telling you, because if any daggone person sees this whole entire interrogation and you start talking about unfair and not cool, and ma'am, you are going to be in for life.
Yeah. Not intentional. I'm going to take this as a lesson, and I'm never going to drink alcohol ever again. And I'm never going to put somebody in a suitcase ever again with allegedly 2 finger holes ever again after kicking them repeatedly and then going upstairs and waiting 30 minutes for them. I will never, ever do that again.
Yeah, it's just why? No, just no.
think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did that intentionally.
Tiny shirt is just like he's like, okay, Detective Candy. We said we'd give her 5 more minutes. She obviously is just not gonna understand.
Yeah. It just, yeah. This woman. This woman.
You intentionally left them in there and left the room. You went upstairs to a different room.
I love how
You
she's acting
intentionally
like
did
they're
that.
dumb.
You did.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking he's gonna get out.
Okay, and he didn't.
I wonder
Obviously
if she
not.
has her hand on her head because
Somebody's
she's trying to use the
begging for
force
begging,
against
saying,
him.
I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that, though, but you have to.
I am not the person you want. It was not intentional. This is not the Samsonite you need.
Yeah. And Detective Candy over there is like, I am going to bitch slap you.
Detective Candy is like, I was promised Jimmy John's in like 5 effing minutes. I have, what is it, 40, damn near 44 minutes more of this heifer. I am about to, I'm just going to go ahead and play these videos over and over again, louder and louder. That's
Yeah.
what I would do if I got really pissed off.
It's like, Detective Shiny,
Please let me
you
out.
owe me a margarita.
Yeah. Or a mocktail if she is pregnant.
I can't breathe.
No, George, though. Like, that. Again, I thought it was the boy crying wolf. So it's just like, what? Oh, so
Wait,
your son.
no, it's the boy calling wolf. Calling wolf. It's the boy calling wolf. He uses Verizon and he's like, "Can you hear me now?"
Wolf.
Look, I'm from the Midwest. We can't say roof or or wolf. We're a little special like that. We like ranch dressing and hot dishes.
But it took her, though, an hour, 11 minutes, and 21 seconds to actually get the phrase correct. I mean, give her a little credit on that. It only took her an hour and 11 minutes.
She was an honor student in the 3rd grade. I forgot. You're right. She
Yes.
is a Mensa student of our time.
Yes.
A rogue scholar, if you will.
Your son was in there and said, I can't breathe. Are you going to open it, or is he 9? So he's not,
Really?
it's not a big deal. I'm just asking a question.
Well,
Get her
you said you would never
Detective
put your
Candy.
son in a suitcase. You would only put George in there.
Facebook says that's a
No,
lie.
George got in a suitcase.
And you zipped it up.
Not all the way and not intentionally to leave him there.
How do you not intentionally zip a suitcase? I need someone to
Um,
explain
You
this
keep
to
going
me.
away from
I don't know.
Okay, so you know how sometimes you can maybe wake up, say you've had a really stressful night and you take an Ambien and then you wake up and you have maybe all the granola wrappers on your bed and you're like, how did that happen? And maybe that's how you do it. She was sleep zipping.
I
I
mean,
don't know. I don't
I
think she understand what the word intentionally means.
I don't
I
think
think she
she
just
does.
it was like on her word of the day app, and she just thought,
Yeah,
"This is a good word."
I'm gonna use
It
this one
sounds
today.
it sounds legally. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna use yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
because
there we go.
I'm sure there have been instances where, like, you didn't intentionally do your zipper. Somebody else might have helped you with it. That, Sarah, is unintentional. You didn't do it.
Yeah,
But you
okay.
zipping the suitcase closed is intentional.
Yeah, you going up the stairs and passing out is intentional
Yeah.
because you have to make a conscious movement to go up the stairs. Both of these detectives are like, "F it. We're not even typing stuff. We're not writing anything down. We are done."
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. You went to bed, woke up the next
Are
day.
you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's not true.
And that's why you're going to have you're on your 8th lawyer. Jesus.
Yeah.
Mary and Joseph. This woman is a trip and a half.
I'm basically stating as a fact because that's what happened.
Correct.
You videotaped him asking to be let out. You go upstairs.
So what, guys? So what? Like, just
What does it matter at this point anyways? Did you
Yeah.
watch Hillary Clinton's Benghazi thing before you came here? Like, at this point, what does it matter? Giblets, ma'am. Like, dude it isn't even, out of the morgue where his family has been notified, or maybe
Yeah.
they've been notified, but they haven't even been able to set up funeral arrangements. Are you kidding me?
I mean, they do have
God, this
similar
woman
haircuts.
sucks so much. It just and she had to do this to everyone in her life.
Yeah.
It every single thing between be just, maybe not answering a text was like, "I never not answered you. I was
Yeah.
totally gonna pick up Lucas. This was your fault for not waking me up because you know how I am." You know
Well, we're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure it's the interrogation. We're gonna find out how much of a wonderful person that she is, because we're gonna find out, like, what his family thinks of her and what some other people think of her.
Yeah.
So we're
Well,
going to find that out.
everyone thinks very highly of her because they know she is a pillar of the community.
Yeah. Of
I
a
you know,
community.
I am tempted to write to her just to kinda see if she would write back, but I'm also like, "Do I want to invite crazy into my life?"
Yeah. I
It's like
mean, you could have some peace of
I do
mind,
have a
though.
PO box, so
Yeah, I mean, you could have some peace of mind because it's not like she would ever come after you because she's never getting out of prison. So you have that on your side.
Oh my god, the letter I would write, I would do it in Sarah Boone style. I'd put intentionally, and I'd put the dictionary definition, and then I would, you know, "I don't think you understand the meaning of this word. Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
It's been," and then I'd put however many days in her whole things, "since you unalived someone because you went upstairs and left him in a MFing suitcase, you giant thunder cow." Um, Signed, respectfully, pillar of the world, empress of the pettyverse, Mo.
Yeah. Now, I see a lot of people saying that, like, let's get Sal to save Sarah. Now, I'm
No.
willing to support Sal in his venture on trying to save Jody. Like, I'm willing to support that venture because at least
Yes.
she was creative enough to come up with multiple stories where Sarah's just crazy. Like, we don't want to do that to
Hi,
Sal.
Slidey Pie. Yeah, no, Sarah is look, as the world's worst Christian, I have to kinda hope somewhere in there is a piece of a soul that really needs to or has a chance at redemption, because I have to hope that. I have to hope that someday something will wake her up. But being a cynical person also, I am like, she will never pull her head so far out of her colon that she will be able to breathe, fresh air to do that.
It's not fresh, but it may be fragrant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on team Jody too. Look,
Yeah.
at least if she does, if we do need to make a Justice for Sal channel, she'll have a bunch of different stories, and she'll be like, only 2 of my boyfriends are.
But we can also know with some confidence too that like she's gonna give all of it up to Jody Wood. So we're not sure what you're gonna get with Sarah.
No.
And not only that, but Sal has also had a bit of a preview too, so he actually knows what he's getting into.
Yeah, true. Sarah is just a ball of crazy with stupid and arrogance and unearned just grandeur, just self-aggrandizing to the point of, and I really hate for George's family that, look, dude might have had problems. Dude might have been in a part of his life where maybe he wasn't taking care of his responsibilities. But
Yeah.
for her to paint him like a mentally subnormal preschooler that she had to walk through the day like, a nanny. No, I have it on Rumble 2 and X.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's so degrading. Everything she says about him, whom she loves and still loves, it's just it's horribly degrading. It talks down about him. She's not said one good thing that he's brought into her life.
Nope.
She's all about her helping him, like, feed himself and not pee in a corner.
Yeah, it's very like I mean, not to get into like all the different psychology of stuff. Like, I know there's such thing as a narcissistic personality disorder, but like this is like the definition of narcissism is her.
Yeah.
Like the world in her mind, the entire world revolves around Sarah. Everything does. Everything centers around her. She can do no wrong. Everything conforms to what she is doing and what she believes in her own mind. Yeah, queen of everything. So yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say, other than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional. I don't know what or how I can say it. I love George. Love him. To this day still. Love him.
Love makes you do crazy things.
It's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what? I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still not giving up on him.
Oh my God. Ma'am,
Never gonna give you up.
if you never gonna she just rickrolled in the damn rickrolled. Oh my gosh. Can we maybe put a rickroll in there with like Rick and just him? Because that would be epic. I don't know how we do that. I'm the idea person, not the doing it person.
We might
But
be able to make something happen.
if we could put a rickroll, I would laugh my ever living boobs off. Me too. These detectives are saints, because these detectives and then the FBI person that oh gosh, did the interview with Letitia Stalk, because he was just so well,
Oh
he's an
yeah.
elf because, he's Elrond, so of course he's patient. He's lived for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
thank you,
guy.
Ghost Street. I will probably connect with you tomorrow It's been a long day. That Dune movie, I was so pissed off at the end. No offense. I will not spoil it for anyone, but I was pissed off.
Hey, it's better than being pissed on, unless you're into that.
No, I am not, oh gosh, R. Kelly. I don't kink shame, but it's just not for me. Oh my god, could you imagine her and Letitia Stalk in a cell together?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. That would be we could come up with something for that. Like, we could raise money, and
Oh
put
my
that on
god.
pay-per-view for the state, and they could just rake in cash, and, like, they could end
I would
taxation.
watch that shit show for hours. Do you know that I'm
Yes.
in here for no reason? I did not even intentionally. Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't even me. I have like 17 personalities and, yeah, it was Maria, and then we went to see Tupac, and it was just I mean, I can't. It's just terrible, and everyone was mean to me, and my husband divorced me, and it was
Oh
just
my god.
terrible, and I tried to blame it on my daughter.
Oh my god.
Oh. 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 Glad I'm
I'm
not drinking
sorry.
apple juice. I don't know that I'll ever drink apple juice again.
I'm sorry to
No, I
laugh at
still need to figure out how to get ChatGPT to write me, Daryl Brooks and Sarah Boone doing romance or
that.
letters from prison.
Oh, Jesus.
That would be because I kind of had the idea of having them, Daryl Brooks romance novels based on, just titles based on, sovereign citizen, like, "Your heart is my subject matter jurisdiction. I'm traveling to you, babe."
But you would have to
This
do it
land boat this land
as
boat's rocking, don't come a knocking.
as as a sovereign citizen bad rapper and poor understanding of the English language. And that would have to be what ChatGPT would have to come up with.
Oh, no, no, I watched 8 Mile once. I know you're gonna be shocked, but rap, it generally isn't my genre. I like, oh gosh, what's his name? Tom McDonald, but that's about
Oh.
as far as I get into rap. No offense to anyone that likes it, I just not a
It's
Jonathan, um, you have to sleep eventually. Women will get back at you. Don't make sure she has no suitcases, okay? May the odds be ever in your favor, sir.
Yes. Lock the suitcases up.
Would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him.
Oh,
Detective
damn.
Dandy. Oh, you sunk my battleship. Direct hit.
Candy's
And Sarah's
awesome.
like, yeah.
We're simply just trying to go through, I mean, again, you gave us a completely different story that you churched up to, this was such a lasting matter.
It was fun.
Not by that.
All day, all
Not by that
day.
video, that
All
part
day.
wasn't.
She's like, "Sir, you don't understand. Before I locked him in the suitcase, he was having so much fun."
Yeah. It's like, so I have questions though, like about the finger
Yes.
painting. If they were finger painting all day, where is this beautiful artwork? Like, I
You
would like
know,
to see
that
it.
is the part of the trial I really wanna see. I wanna see this damned puzzle because I have a feeling it's like Paw Patrol from the dollar store.
Yeah, it's like 4 just big pieces.
Yeah, it's, for preschoolers. And then, I I also fear that the finger painting's going to be like some freaking weird cave drawing or something. Like
Maybe.
when they give an elephant, like, a paintbrush to sell for charity.
Maybe they did like maybe she actually finger painted like the suitcase incident happening and like tumbling down the stairs and all
Oh
this.
my
And
gosh.
he was like, dude, it'd be such a good idea to get in there. And she's like, yes, let's do that.
Oh my gosh. I need to see these in my life. I need to talk to Sal about getting I'm not gonna do the entire Letitia Stalk trial, but it was kind of the trial that I first started out on. So I wanted to do something kind of highlighting that close to the time when I started doing YouTube. But I'm trying to see if I can get the interviews or the recordings or transcripts of Letitia and Dr. Beverly Lewis because Dr. Doobie and Letitia Stalk talking about Maria, the, you know, or was it Cuban-born KGB? I need that in my life. Dramatic readings all around. Yes, Fry, I love you very much. Yes, I know I was gone for 4 hours watching a movie. He's like, "Can you hear me? I love my mom."
He's just so excitable.
Well, that's the one thing they're trying to break. He's a little too attached to me, so he gets really Twitter-pated when other people come around, like, to the point that he guards me almost.
Oh, yeah.
So and he's a bigger dog, so we need to break that.
Anybody looking at it, I don't think anybody would look at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me,
Nope.
would do something like that, especially having a 9-year-old son?
That's
Like,
what they're trying to
why-
figure out, Sarah.
Like,
Why are you so
That is
like,
why we are
following what we say?
like they are asking questions because no one in their right goddamn mind is gonna put their boyfriend in a suitcase, flip it Uno reverse, gosh, Queen Latifah, just reverse it. No, that's not Queen Latifah. God, who is that?
Reverse it and pop it.
Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Jonathan, we're actually doing a 3-week board and train. So they're going to retrain me because basically all of his problems are me because I have been too wishy-washy. I succumb to the puppy eyes, but that is not good. So we are both getting a reset and hopefully that will be very good because he barks and he gets really, really anxious around what the trainer said was he's not aggressive, which I was worried about. He's barking and really scared around other people because he just hasn't been socialized enough. So
okay.
that's why being at for 3 weeks being at kind of a training center / doggy daycare, he's gonna learn that he's a dog and deal with other people. So
Thing
Yeah.
when
because
you should be
it's
more
like
concerned about what you told us.
It's because
And
like you guys are like trying,
Dead.
The things that the video shows that are opposite of what you told us, and then what you've now.
like what is
posted today.
opposite?
Well, you said that it was funny, and you're the only one laughing.
We were playing before that.
Okay.
But then it stops.
Yeah.
It obviously stops being fun,
Well,
because you're screaming at him, he's
I'm not
begging to get out.
screaming at him.
Sounds like screaming at me.
I don't know what.
if I were Detective Candy, I mean, your voice is annoying at any pitch, but that was more annoying.
Yeah.
Just again,
Do I want me to tell you? In no way, shape, or form was this intentional. At all. Ever.
Okay. Are you still gonna allow us to do your fingernails?
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna get that set up.
We can get your nails did.
this Detective Candy's like, I need a break.
No, but when you
Yeah.
come back and
I need to get out of this room before I smack this woman.
I cannot believe Sarah is still like,
So
I
what?
have questions
Just don't
and I need to see
understand.
your manager.
So it
I don't
wasn't.
understand how your story changes so much to the
How
fact
is
that.
it changing? Please help me explain, understand.
You went on about how this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing, and it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. the whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny,
Ew, don't pick your feet.
laughing matter. He's not laughing at all.
I didn't think he was being serious.
You asked.
Lord.
Okay. Okay. You locked him in a suitcase. He's pushing on it. At what point would you think he was serious? Like when he was screaming? Or, when he was like, "Babe, seriously, I can't breathe. Please, please." I mean, at what point would you have thought it was serious, Sarah?
Yeah.
What would have made you think it was serious?
Maybe she would have thought that it was serious if he said that he couldn't breathe
Yeah.
and that I can't get out. Maybe she would have thought he was being serious then.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
it is almost like, hey, if I had, been sober, well, you know what? Honest to God, and this is probably terrible to say, but I think she would have done the same thing sober.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's just her personality. I don't think much would have changed. I think she had an axe to grind, and uh,
Yeah. She seems like it would not have mattered whether she was sober or not. Like, it seems like this
yeah,
was something that she had wanted to do or try to figure out a way to get rid of him in some way, and she didn't know how because she seems like she might have a bit of a dependency problem.
y-
And
yeah.
yeah, it just
I almost wonder if there's text to another person on her phone. Like she had another guy lined up because she's the type to not leave unless she's got somewhere else to land.
yeah,
So I'm wondering if they've got evidence that she was talking to someone else. George wasn't doing anything for her and she was tired of doing for him,
yeah.
you know?
It's possible. I mean, because it sounded like from what Brian had said about all the parties and stuff over there that like it's not like it was not something she hadn't done in the past. So yeah,
Yeah, I just don't see her, getting rid of one before having another one. She's a total Amber Lynn Reed, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
And if you guys have ever fallen into that rabbit hole, the crazy,
yeah,
of that woman is just wow.
yeah.
Some people, whew, YouTube was not kind to some people.
Well, you sound serious.
And Nick
I
Ocado,
don't think so. Like, just,
You don't think your voice, you sounded serious?
it's, okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
why you did it.
Yeah.
These detectives are so good because I'd be like, I'd start doing fake sign language like Major Payne.
Throwing knife hands at
And
her.
I'd start, doing the bad voice that would probably get me, all the microaggressions. And I'd be like, "What?" I mean, the Helen Keller voice, I'd be like, "What we want is why the F you went upstairs and did not let him out of the daggone, you know, just for the love of Cheetos." Like, it I don't even think she's purposely misunderstanding. She has just in her mind absolved herself of this because she feels that since she didn't do it intentionally, it just means, meh, it's a mulligan. Like, if I intended to, I mean, I get, like, another chance to unalive someone
Yeah.
intentionally. I'll take responsibility for that one, but this is kind of a mulligan, if you will.
Yeah. Because that's the way it works.
It always is. It always is.
It was a great day.
Okay.
It didn't end well,
Back, Mo.
I was
obviously.
gonna say,
It was a great day. Kinda didn't end well. The 3rd act needs some work. Ma'am. Holy Jesus in heaven, save me from this woman. I'm gonna get a stupid aneurysm soon.
I mean,
I can't explain to you how horrific it was
okay.
to find him. Horrific. Because I don't remember taking those videos.
Okay.
How horrific. I'm thinking he's in the bathroom. I'm thinking he's downstairs in the laptop. I can't find him.
Detective Candy's like, if you don't get me some Jimmy John's right the F now. He's like, yep, I need some Jimmy John's and some vodka. This woman's driving me nuts.
So what's gonna happen? Like,
Here's what gets me though, is you don't remember taking videos, you don't know where he is, you don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you. How does somebody have their wits about him when?
see, that's the thing too, but you can clearly tell that I had been drinking some. You can clearly tell.
Yeah.
Okay, so at what level of Pokemon drunk were you? Were you, Squirtle or Mega Thunder Turtle? I mean, I don't Charizard, like, ma'am,
Yeah.
I need you to use this whiteboard and explain on the spectrum of tipsy to plastered where you were, because you seem to have a completely different, like, bell curve than the rest of us.
Yeah. Because, like,
Even the detective is like, "Meh."
yeah, like press X to doubt for sure.
Yes.
I think what they said they had, like, the receipt was for 2 bottles of wine, I think, and that was from the day before
Yeah,
that they
something
had.
like Chardonnay, and I think that's maybe 17 to 13% alcohol. It
Yeah.
just there had to be something more because, I mean, she's a tiny woman, and I guess if she doesn't really eat, then that could
Yeah.
affect her, but it just seems like you would build up a tolerance, and 2 bottles of wine wouldn't have made her that, "This is how I feel, and you're cheating on me."
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
I'm sure they had other stuff at the house that they were drinking too, and, like, that was just on top of
yeah.
everything else. Because, like, well, I mean, she doesn't look like she's a very big person, like, she looks kind of thin. So, I
Yeah.
mean, even if she was eating or whatever, even if she had a tolerance built up, like, I'm sure it's not that much because she just doesn't seem like she's that big. Mm.
I had several people that came up to me in that apartment complex said that you were drunk on a daily basis. and
Oh
you were
my
screaming
gosh.
at him
Right,
regularly.
right.
Really?
Right. Talk to the property
Really?
manager. Talk to the property manager.
Okay.
They did, sweetheart, and the property manager's like, I had video of her naked walking and her and George in a fist fight, but I deleted that because they'd been real good for about 3 months."
Yeah. Yeah, and she made him sleep on the porch or something like that of one of the neighbors' apartments in a
Yeah,
tent.
he was tented well, and then um she went into the wrong backyard and fell asleep, like, in her nightgown
Yeah.
because she thought it was her house because George had locked her out.
Yeah,
It
and there's reports of I don't remember who it was, if it was her or him. There's reports even of them, like, literally walking into somebody else's apartment and, like, going upstairs. Like, they
I
thought it was
don't doubt
theirs.
it. Eh yeah, I mean, just absolute the craziness. And then she's gonna be like, "Loretta is lying because she stole my Tupperware, and she is a bitch." And then, Abby and Tanner over there, well, she doesn't like that Tanner likes me, so, I mean, they will lie on me. They all lie on me because I am so great. Did you not know that I was valedictorian of my high school? But they are just jealous. Like, bless her heart, she's so dumb.
She is. She's a piece of work. She
I
really is.
I wanna see the one day, it would be kinda weird or okay, 1 hour, I don't think I could do 1 day, but I would love to see the world the way Sarah sees it. Like, how you used to when you start driving, if you do the driver safety course, they make you put on the drunk goggles and do all that to kinda tell you don't drink and drive.
Really?
I
They never did that to me.
Okay, well, maybe my school was a little bit more prevalent with the drinking.
Well, to be fair, I had to go to a private place to do that because, like, my high school was too full, so I had to go to a private place to get it done. And tangent, that guy, I lived in the land of cornfields, and
Oh my god, yes.
he took me because I was paired with this girl who wasn't a very good driver, and
Oh,
he took us
no.
out into the middle of nowhere, and we were just driving on, like, highways, like the two-lane highways and, like, dirt country roads and stuff, like
Oh,
dirt roads,
yeah.
and he's like, "Now, I want you to get up to 45 miles an hour on this dirt road, and I'm gonna
Oh,
hit the
lord.
brake, and you're gonna slide, and I want you to fix it." And I told him, I was like, "If you do that, I'm letting go of the wheel."
Oh god, no, no, I would've been too Twitter-pated. I would have never gotten to 40. We would have never gone to the future.
Yeah. Needless to say, we didn't go on the dirt road. Yeah.
Oh, no, Jonathan. That's mean. You were drunk. It wasn't intentional. Did you tell him it wasn't intentional?
It's not fair.
Yeah, did you say, "This is totally not cool, guys"? God.
It's not
Because it's not-
These are your neighbors, the one that live next to you. Your property manager does not live next to you. They see you every day. How many,
Oh my
you had two neighbors you went
gosh.
to and asked to go
See,
use the
that is just
restroom.
not
and they said,
fair.
hold on. You had two different neighbors that lived directly next to you. You asked to use the restroom and they told you no and turned you away. You had to go
Oh,
across the way to see them.
no, okay. Tim and Eli, Tim is not a nice person.
Okay.
She's just automatically not nice. Even after me and Lucas went over there and introduced ourselves, she's just not a nice person.
Then why would you think she
Yeah, because everyone wants a shrieking harpy in their face and their drunk boyfriend.
Yeah. It's like that thing where they say, like, when you say that everybody in the room is the asshole, maybe you're the problem.
It is possible. Yes. Yes. If you have a problem with everyone, you might be the problem.
Yes.
And she's like, no, no, no. What had happened was the water main was cut off. Everyone loves me. They just they were going to fight over who was going to get to give me the, privilege of using their restroom. And I did not want to start, I didn't want to show favoritism is all.
Yeah. And she was turned away by all of them, so she just peed in the bush.
I mean, I would not doubt it.
Yeah.
would let you use the restroom?
Because Eli was in there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes, which I think pisses Kim off because he comes over and talks to us. The two of them, they're like super standoffish all the time. My neighbors down the street, down the way, their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then they're like, go over there and try over there.
There's two bathrooms.
I wouldn't let somebody go upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the downstairs one is
No one's
for.
going to use
If it's
my
somebody you like,
bathroom.
would you? Somebody you knew.
They're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen, and there's stuff in the bathroom, and the toilet doesn't work. Just walk across the way, no problem. And of course they let me in.
That's because they don't live next to you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, they're not standoffish. They have just seen you drunk at 9:00 in your nightgown and you and George fisticuffing in the middle of the street. And they're like, you know what? That's not my committee, not my monkeys, not my circus. I am not even, nope. She's
Yeah.
like, everyone's super standoffish. They just don't like me because I'm awesome. I'm like, no.
Yeah. And for the record, that is 9 a.m., not p.m.
Yeah, no. Or they seem like, son Lucas just out not being watched, at all hours when I'm supposed to be watching him.
Yeah.
and hear loud fighting in my thing, and then my boyfriend's camped out in, empty show apartments. Yeah, maybe no one wants to get involved in that level of Hurricane Sarah Boone crazy.
Yeah. She's too much. She really is. She thinks way too
She
highly of
is.
herself.
They're family. And nonetheless, what you really want to know, and I hope it doesn't get them in trouble, but he is over here illegally. So he's trying to.
Oh, hell no, Sarah. I know you did not just become a freaking border patrol informant. A customs, are you an ICE informant? Are you flipping kidding me, ma'am?
You
You are
know,
dating a man named George spelled Jorge, all right?
yeah. It's like, sir, if I turn in some people who are here illegally, you think you're gonna let me go? Please? I'm
She's
not gonna do
yeah,
it again, remember? I said
she's
that.
"Look, I know where illegals are hiding. How many do I turn in for like a get out of jail free card? I'm just asking."
It's like
What
it's like
in the actual hell in handbaskets are we doing here?
it's a 1 for 1, right? I turn in one because I eliminated somebody, right? It's just a 1 for 1 deal, or is it like a 2 for 1? Like, what is it? Like, is it BOGO? Like, what do we gotta do here?
Yeah, yeah, oh my god, just the absolute the Snake Island is too good for this woman. Directly into the sun for you, ma'am,
work on getting his green
in
card.
Minecraft.
What does that got to do with you using this room?
They didn't want to be involved.
On
No,
the
no, no, I
Bezos
was asking
team.
last night, because, I mean, we had several different people in the
Assuming
neighborhood
that
come up saying
Eli
that
and
she was
Kim,
drunk on a regular basis.
Eli and Kim, okay. Did you ask Vinny next door?
Those are the ones next door that she asked to use the restroom, and they said no.
No, she said no. And like I said, she's not a nice person.
They're coming. What are your questions?
And Eli was like, "Yeah, just come on down."
Yeah, you said that we could.
Heifer has like
And you don't
19
have to allow
pages.
us to do it, just so you know. So don't think that it's.
I don't have a problem.
Okay. Just make sure.
Yes, she is.
So, am I getting my phone back? No.
Not today.
No.
Ma'am, you is going to jail. I don't know if you I don't know if you think this was a rousing success, but it most certainly was not.
Yeah, this is where, like, I think reality is gonna start setting in, because she's like, "Oh, I'm not getting my phone back? Why is that? Can I get that ring back?" And they're like, "Yeah, nah, we're good, fam." Um, and it's gonna, like, this slow, like, because it's what, like, another, like, 30 or 40 minutes. It's this slow
Yeah.
progression to, like, "Yeah, you're not leaving, lady. Like, I hate to tell you that, but, like, you're not going anywhere except for next door."
Yeah, it is amazing that she has completely missed the point that she is, and it really doesn't hit until they have her stand up and turn around, and she's like, "This is so unfair.
Yeah.
You have no idea."
Yeah, which is sad. I feel a little bit bad for Detective Candy here, because
Yeah.
I'm sure she was wishing that she could do it, but they had to bring in a cop to do it, like a
Oh,
street
yeah.
cop to do it. And I'm sure that Detective Candy was robbed of that. Now that is unfair.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, or Detective Shiny Shirt. I would have loved to have seen him, because she tried to step up on him a couple times. A
Yeah.
little bit. He's like, "Sit down."
Well, and while they were sitting in there together, like, she's like all talking to him all friendly like and stuff, because she thinks she can just charm her way out of anything. But as soon as Detective Candy comes back, it's like, no, like, the heat's back on, and like they get into this confrontation where it seems like she has a bit of an issue with other women. I mean, because like she said about the neighbor,
Yeah.
Kim and Eli, like, and no, it
Yeah.
was her who had a problem. Eli
Oh,
was cool.
definitely.
So
Yeah, that's yeah, she's been in a world where most men are drunk around her, so I guess that boosts her up to a 7-ish, and maybe she does her hair before she goes to the club or wherever
I
sometimes.
mean, as
So,
I think you're giving her too much credit. Even with goggles on, she might get to a 5, maybe.
well, she does
Maybe.
speak, and then it's like, "Oh god."
Yeah.
That is, you are ear assaulting me, and that is mean.
Yes. It's not worth it. The bag over the head's not even helping. I can hear you.
I'm gonna need earplugs, ma'am.
Why? Why would you need earplugs?
It's like, "Here, just take this ball gag. Just hush."
Now that would be something I'd pay to see, which is weird. Fully clothed, but just her gagged, I'm just saying. In Minecraft, allegedly.
What about Lucas's laptop?
Not today.
What does that mean?
We're still going through everything.
Oh, that's fine.
You're the one just telling us there's videos that we need to see on it, so we need
That's
to do our
fine.
due diligence that we go through everything.
See, and that backfires on me now too, because now you all think that I had even more, in quotes, intent to do what I did then.
It's oh my god, ma'am, did you take videos on the laptop? Please, God, let there be more videos on the laptop, because I think that's what, she is alluding to.
Well, yeah, like, we only saw, like, the one video, right? And, like,
Yeah.
Candy has already said, like, there's multiple videos on her phone that show the thing in multiple
Oh,
positions.
yeah. So I'm wondering if she has more evidence of her, you know, being a mega thunder cow, her final form. Just, super mega ultra mecha thunder cow with flames coming out of her eyes. I have no doubt that she recorded that because she seems like she's the type that would record arguments thinking it put just like Letitia when she did that heart-wrenching, just terrible, awful sounding video of Ganon, and she thought that that exonerated her and made her look like a good mom.
Yeah.
Eh
It was like she what you said reminds me of, like, those old, like, shows, like Voltron, like
Oh, yeah.
like, Sarah and Boone's farm together formed Super Mega Cow.
Oh my gosh, if I could animate stuff. See, if I had graphical talents, the crap I would make up, because that would be like Sarah and Boone's farm when their powers combine, and then, tuk, 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 Mecha Thunder Cow just rampaging through the streets. Not intentional!
Oh, well,
Roar! Just like Godzilla.
that's exactly what I was thinking, just like Godzilla.
And they're like and then a bunch of, diverse people saying, "What is that? What is that?" And then
Mhm.
they're like, "Oh no, it's a Mega Karen.
It's
Run!"
it's a Super Mega Thunder Cow.
And they're like, "Oh no, hide your managers. No manager is safe." All
Jesus.
managers to high ground.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh god.
She's just tearing open liquor stores, taking entire aisles.
Yeah, using, like, light poles as straws, just sticking them in, like, the vats of Boone's farm.
Oh my gosh. And she's like, "Not intentional." I am honor student.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that would be her mega super secret power. Like, that would be her power phrase, like, "Honor student blast. Gold star hit." Okay, maybe Mo is a little enhanced. My leg was not having it today, and that nearly 4 damn hour movie was like they had really nice seats. I will not I will eh, this was a lovely theater, they had nice seats, but still, it was like Mr. Mo was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good." But I wasn't that great, so I didn't wanna ruin his, date night movie.
Yeah.
which was not intentional
What's that?
in
Ooh,
that.
back up on the
Is that
attitude.
correct?
She's asking about your tag in your hand.
No, but I'm asking if that's correct.
No, I'm not gonna
I'm not
agree to
making this
anything
up.
that you're saying. I'm not, that you're.
So his probation officer,
Mhm.
do you all inform her or do I need to call her?
We don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can. Are you saying because he's still on probation?
No, but because of the nice lady that she is and all that she's done for him, I didn't know how it was.
Legally, we just have to tell his parents, and we don't go telling,
Everybody else?
I didn't even know who his probation officer was.
But you guys, she hugged her for 45 minutes and told her how awesome Sarah was.
Yeah.
How could you forget that moving story of Sarah Boone awesomeness?
It's like, ma'am, you haven't read the paper this morning, have you? It's like, we
Y
don't need to inform anybody.
Yeah, I'm sure
Everybody
his
knows.
probation officer watched the television, you dingus. Which is that's what I'm saying, those drunk goggles of Sarah vision, I just wanna see how she perceives the world, because if I could do that, oh gosh, what's his face from Red Dragon, the Hannibal prequel,
Oh,
if I
yeah.
could get into her mind, I mean, I just wanna see, like, what cloud of perpetual Sarah fog, like, how that looks. Because
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious because I can't imagine all the things that she misses just being in her perpetual Sarah fog.
Yeah, like, people who are like this are very interesting, and, like, I don't understand, like, I think it's I was having a conversation, recently with somebody, and it's like, what is it, like, I think it's 17% of people don't have an inner
Yeah.
monologue.
Oh, how do you not I talk to myself all the time. That would be
Well, like,
so weird.
even, like, the voice in your head, like, right, the conscious thing, like,
Oh,
17% of
yeah.
people or something, like, don't have that. Or, like and it's like, what is that like? Like, I don't understand what it's like to not have that little voice in your head that's like, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't do that."
Well, I mean, to be fair, probably when we were back in, let's say medieval or feudal days, it probably paid to have a couple people that could go out, take out the village next to you, and then come home and not have the PTSD,
Yeah.
or just kind of have that sort of mentality.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was like the village, like, would have, like, a Ted Bundy on hand, basically,
Yeah.
and he would just go do the the quote unquote "the Lord's work," and then come back and everything was fine. I mean, it's
See, we just need to bring back, gladiator games. I think we take care of I okay, this sounds terrible, but I would honest to God, if I could run the world, I'd bring back dueling fields. Like, look, I don't care about your stupid gang honor or whatever. Just if y'all wanna act like idiots and take out, beefs, do it here. Like, we won't charge you or nothing. Like, you go in, it's, Thunderdome.
yeah,
Don't care. But
it's
you
a
leave every innocent person out of it, you guys just deal with beef there, because 'cause I'm about done with these people hitting all the little children and everyone else because they can't aim for crap because you don't hold your gun sideways, idiots.
You mean that's not the proper way that you aim down the sights, so sideways?
I mean, I don't know, having, not studied, what is it, gunjitsu, like, equilibrium, but I'm pretty sure that's not the way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
I mean,
mean,
I
again,
could be wrong.
I guess if you were like close enough, it would be okay because at that point it would be like point blank. But yeah, like
Yeah.
generally speaking, that's not generally the idea that you would want to go with.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas City, the parade thing was basically just someone looked at someone wrong. No, you go down to, dueling field and you just take care of it, it'll be fine. I don't want it in my city.
Yeah.
I'd be the dopest mayor ever. Be like that Simpson glove slap.
Every Saturday night, it's a family event where we have gladiator games in the park.
I would bring it back. I don't care. I'm a horrible person.
We can hand out ice cream.
I mean, I'd be okay with it.
So the same thing for classes. I need to do that too.
Classes. You need to do
The
what?
substance abuse class and his battery
Cancel.
intervention.
Sarah, he's been unfucking rolled. I'm sure
Yeah,
it'll
that's
be.
what Sarah asked.
No, I speak from experience having a husband who passed away while on probation. The probation officer kind of knows. Like, generally, they get a flippin' newspaper.
Oh my
You
God,
turn
no.
in. Well, no, but still, you don't have to, like, again, you don't have to go and call them. It's not like, hey, by the way, they generally kind of pick up on the uptake because there's usually a report.
No, Mo, what I'm laughing at is you said unrolled, and I'm here thinking like they had to pull him out of the suitcase like Stretch Armstrong style.
Oh.
Not unrolled, like took him off the docket.
Oh, I was just like unenrolled. That's true.
My head went somewhere completely different.
But I'm like, just come on. Sarah Adams, that is, at least I don't look like Ursula. Okay.
See, at least I'm not the only one. Malcolm is with me on this one.
But her demented dumb, like she's talking like no one on parole or probation has ever passed away before. I mean, no one has ever died of a suitcasing in this particular way before, but yeah, people happen to pass away on probation and parole, and they manage to figure it out. There is protocol for the
Yeah.
love of all that is holy.
She's just trying to show that she cares, Mo. That's all. She's just
Well,
trying to
she
show
did get a hug for 45 minutes, and I don't know if that's assault too.
probably.
I will tell you that is the only thing that the coof brought that I am happy about is like, when you could do just like a thumbs up in church instead of like hugging or like shaking hands.
Mhm. Yeah.
As an introvert, I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Or
Thumbs
never
up.
mind.
Yeah. Give me knuckles or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the other worst part of church would be, my husband is a Walmart greeter. Like, he will talk to anyone. So when we first came back, or we first went to the church, they're like, come to the front of the church and tell people who you are. And I'm like, no, I'm in the back row for a reason. This is like math class. Look, I don't make eye contact with you. You don't make eye contact with me. No one calls my name. Okay.
Yeah. I'm here to learn something. Leave me alone.
I'm here to, yeah. The worst part. So then my husband drags me up there too. I'm like, God, okay. Then he says, like, my wife's going to tell you all about her family. I'm like, the hell I am. What are you talking about? We discussed that these are grounds for divorce. If you ever tell a waiter that it is my birthday,
Yeah.
worst nightmare. No, don't do it. I will walk out. I will drive the car away. I will leave your ass to call an Uber. Do not do it.
So you get up there in front of the church and like, I'm single. I have 6 kids. I don't know who this
Looking
strange
for a
man is.
husband. Just like, yeah, no, the birthday thing is a hard no. He's like, why? I was like, no, I don't want people looking at me. No.
Oh, see, ghost.
You are a mean, horrible person, Ghostery. The back row is there for a reason, and I don't make eye contact, so therefore, if I don't see you, you don't exist. It's like a toddler thing.
Yeah.
So, other than this, so initially, what
Other
was
than the
cause of
video of me doing the
She is
crime.
still pending because she wants to hold the body for an additional day to see if more of those bruises turn into something bigger. And she's doing some other tests that she's got to do. So she's pending it for now.
So, and that couldn't have been of him being in the suitcase? Or
That's
y'all
her-
are saying that I
that's what-
physically did it?
That's what she's determining.
So,
The ones on the head, I asked her, could that have been from the suitcase, and she said she didn't think so.
I didn't touch him, nor did he touch me.
Technically
I'm leaving
Believe
it
correct.
it.
at
She just kicked the suitcase. He just happened to be in it.
So,
The
I don't know if
stairs
you
and
all know how to
gravity
do
touched
this,
him.
because so that's what I was gonna get ready to ask you. So, are you all updating his parents today, or when you get the final, whatever?
What does it matter what we tell his parents? What do you mean?
Because
We're gonna talk with them.
Yeah.
okay,
I have to.
but it's gonna
like,
come down to me,
What do you mean?
like, so it's being put on me.
Who said that?
But I'm not, so what is it you would tell them?
Okay, Daryl Brooks, we'll never know
Mhm.
why God allowed this to happen.
Yeah.
Yes, Sarah, it will come down to you. You helped and zipped him in a suitcase.
She's
Yes.
it's taken her this long to realize what this entire conversation has been about.
And she's pissed off, like, you guys are gonna tell them this, narrative about it being my fault, and you are twisting the very convoluted story of my case.
Yes. It's just she's just so dense. But again, it goes back to your goggles, Sarah goggles. It's like
Yeah.
she sees the world in a very specific view that is like she can't see outside of like even the questions that they're asking her. Like they're not like I know sometimes like police will ask like during interrogations, they'll ask kind of questions that are slightly ambiguous or they kind of beat around the bush for a while. They
Yeah.
haven't. They've been pretty direct with her. And it's like
Yeah,
she still don't get it.
yeah. Always a fun day with Sarah trying to just get simple answers.
We're gonna give them an update, just like we gave you an update on their autopsy.
Okay, so it's whatever
Well,
bruise,
here's
scratch,
the
and
thing, here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of conversation that goes on after that.
Yes. I mean, this is what's going to put her in jail. This right here, because she does not get that as a mom, she should get that a woman who, had that little baby boy with all that potential put on her chest, however many years ago, and has seen him grow up, and maybe he wasn't at the best part of his life right now, but she just got told that there's no hope of him ever having a chance of doing better. She just got told that he's never coming home. They're never going to have a chance to maybe work anything out. It's not about you, Sarah. It really, really isn't.
Yeah. Exactly. Like what else do you tell the parents after that?
And the sad thing is, if she takes a plea deal, if this lawyer can get her to take a plea deal and they get, say, reckless homicide or something, she's already got 4 years served already, thereabouts. So say that's, I don't know how long that is in Florida, say it's 15 years. I mean, and then she has to serve, what, 75% of it or something?
Yeah.
I mean, she can be out in less than 10 years.
That's why I wonder if like they've even offered her a plea because like this case is so just shut and closed. Like, there's not really a whole lot to it. It's like, would they even
I
offer her a plea at that point?
I think they might, just to get this done and over with and not have to deal with her jackassery anymore.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
I think if they talked to the family and said, "Look, this is gonna either take years and years in court." The problem is I think they probably tried to do a plea deal, like maybe intentional or reckless homicide
And
or something like that,
there you
and
go.
Sarah just will not plead guilty. She either, honest to God, has to tell herself she's not guilty or she truly
Mhm.
believes it.
Yeah. And I think that that her ego, it just won't allow her to plea. Like, I think that she's just so dead set on the fact that, like, I didn't do it intentionally and maliciously or whatever, and it's like, but you did it. Like, you
Yeah,
did it, Sarah.
yeah, that's the thing. I think she will never, ever get to that point unless she's willing to work for it, and you can this type of person, unless they are willing to change, will never change.
Yeah, and we've seen the letters that she's writing to judges and
Yeah.
stuff. She's not changing.
No. No.
Yeah.
It's not a very easy thing
Was
to
it
do.
yesterday or Sunday?
Oh my
Sunday.
god, Sarah,
Today's
are you
Tuesday,
drunk right
right?
now? How many megapints do you have
Did we
have
not
you
meet
had?
yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh,
We met you
Detective
yesterday.
Candy.
I'm just asking.
And the
You
look
better
that
not
she gave
side eye
her.
Detective Candy, Sarah. I
Did we
will
not meet
smack a
yesterday?
hoe. I mean, allegedly.
It's a valid question.
Really? Yes, on Monday.
Okay.
Ma'am, how are you confused about the day of the week with your underpants probably still on Wednesday, and then you're gonna cop an attitude when Detective Candy, our resting bee-face savior, is over here calling you on it.
Yeah.
Do not go after Detective Candy. I saw that side eye, Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That look that she gave her. Yeah.
nope, nope. We stand Detective Candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Perfect.
She's like, "Do you
So I
validate
don't know if I
Parkin?"
asked you guys or how I find this out other than talking to his parents, which is not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably a terrible idea.
Yes,
Well,
Detective
how
Candy.
do you guys suggest me finding out about funeral?
That's not even something that's been probably talked about between the family. That's not something we ask. We have no way of.
I didn't know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
It'll
So,
be up to them to make the arrangements of what they want to do. Like she just told you this quick, just being told last night, I'll pretty much be willing to wager
Mm,
that they
sure.
have not even considered what they're gonna do.
My body can't even be released, so.
I've been there with parents, grandparents, and uncles. So I don't know if I have the right to or not, but like I was gonna call his former employees whom he really cared for and let them know.
He was not a manager of the Ace Hardware store garden department. It's not like he was manager of the
They didn't work for him.
I mean, dear Sarah,
Mm.
what? I would love to see the Minecraft fantasy world you lived in, 'cause in her fantasy world, George owned the Ace Hardware store. They're, living on a prayer,
Yeah.
it's just good God almighty. And
It's
ma'am, you can call however many people they allow you to have calls in jail.
yeah. It's like, I mean, she doesn't like, it's like she hasn't processed the fact that, like, lady, you weren't married to him. Like, you're not next of kin. None of this stuff would even go to you, even if this was an accident. None of this stuff can
Yeah,
go to you. Like, because you're not
no.
the next of kin, technically. So it's
Uh,
like none of this would go to you anyway.
oh my god, Sarah would be the first one down at the Social Security office trying to get death benefits too.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I lived with him and I
Mhm.
was like I was his almost wife. Just oh my god.
Yeah. It's like, can you guys tell me the definition of a legal marriage or a common law marriage? Can you tell me that?
Like yeah, like, we were in a civil union, if you will.
Yeah. Can we start that counting from when I was banging him when I was married to my other husband? Can we start it from that date? Because it's more convenient for
Yeah.
me, of course.
Yeah. You guys just don't even understand. I love him. Just
Yes.
no, ma'am. None of this entitles you to anything. Oh my god.
You can call whoever you want. I just don't want to do something that I'm not supposed to.
Oh, Sarah.
We're
How
past
do I
that.
go about getting his wedding ring, engagement ring?
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then we
It'll
can.
be released to
Oh,
the
to the
next
family.
of kin.
Yeah. Okay.
I bought it for him.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger, it goes to them, they're the ones that are gonna release it, we don't have any say in that.
Veiled 10 to 1, she is writing a civil case to get that fucking ring back. Pro se.
And I'm here for it. I just, oh,
It
Jesus.
she is the type, like, he was my almost husband, and, to how gross are you, ma'am? Also, why does he have an engagement ring?
Yeah. I mean, well, technically, I guess in this situation, as I understand it, is that she technically is the sugar mama in this case, I guess, because she's getting the money from Brian, so she's technically the sugar mama, I guess,
No,
right?
Brian's the sugar daddy.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
but between her, George, and Sarah, Sarah's technically the sugar mama.
True. Ew, just all the grossness, Sarah. You are so gross. And if anything, this and your unfair and not cool statements, I hope I hope the judge, just because you have pissed him the F off, the entire judicial system of Florida, you have pissed off, and possibly even, you know, DeSantis, because you tried to write him.
Did she
I
really?
hope they I think I think she threatened to write a letter to the governor because they are hurting, her case and her liberty and freedom and all that.
I would have loved to have been in the room when he got that letter.
I don't think she did it yet because it would have been, I think, uploaded to the case unless maybe the governor doesn't open all his mail, and when they see mega crazy, they just, throw it in the shredder.
They're like,
They're like,
yeah,
"Oh, from prison, that's a no-go. We're just gonna throw that in the trash can."
yeah, probably. It's just going right into the shredder. Mhm.
And I'd be like, as your staffer, can I have this, please? Just for funsies.
Yeah.
No reasons."
I'm gonna frame it.
Yeah, I know that she's going to try the psych eval for battered women, and I really truly hope that they do reach out to the woman that tried to say that Jodi Arias was battered, because
Oh,
I think that might be the only psychiatrist that will back her, or psycho I always mix the 2 up. The one that can't give you medicine.
that
Um,
would be a psychologist. A psychiatrist, I think, is the one who can give you meds. I think the
good
psychologist you
idea.
can talk to, but the other one can give you meds.
Good
Psychiatrist
idea.
meds,
So,
I think.
she'd probably be the only one to sign off that Sarah was in fact the victim,
Yeah,
because she thinks all people with fallopian tubes are victims.
Alice LaViolette.
Oh my
No.
god. How can we make this a story on ChatGPT?
Wow. Jody's taking notes.
Jody's like, "So, what did you say you were doing here?" Oh, dear God in heaven. That is too much Mormon crazy in one jail.
Yes. Maybe she's gonna convert her. Well, no, wasn't she already?
She
Wasn't
Yeah, but I don't know if she unconverted. I think so I think you can be excommunicated from the Mormon church, or
Yeah.
at least, not So there's a certain type of you have to I'm not a Mormon. I've only watched things, but I think that you have to have a certain sort of recognition, like you're living a good life to actually do some things in the church, like maybe have like a wedding or something. So I don't think that Jody is, kosher in the church right now. For some reason, Ted Bundy also was a Mormon for a little bit.
I mean, hey,
You
maybe
know.
maybe stay away from that. Just saying. Doesn't not the greatest track record.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's still an idiot on this one.
Yeah.
It sounds like I am on the case.
Yeah, I mean, because he could visit, but, like, they don't do conjugal visits. That's the only thing they don't do in Arizona, which Sal's going to run for governor and try to fix that. So,
Yes. They're like, "What's your platform?" I simply would like all prisoners to be able to bang.
yes.
I feel that this is a fundamental human right. Any other platforms? No, I'm a single plank op
Just this.
Just this.
I'm open to hear
S
what the constituents say.
Sir, do you have 18 different pen pal apps on your phone? That, Your Honor, is irrelevant to my, election campaign. Oh, no. Oh, good
So I
You
wanna
could
get
call it
that back.
all the eyes.
That's
So for
right
all
in
of
the
this,
front.
like, how do I find out what's what and how many, like, what's been found?
What do you mean?
Pillow with stain, swab with stain from pillow, suitcase.
That will all be sent off to
FDLE?
FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They do their testing.
So, and then like whatever white tan with blood and necktie with blood was from the suitcase.
Okay.
Why would you guys, you'll see it in there, the baseball bat for Lucas and his feet. And this
Wait,
is just
the suitcase had
his
stuff
phone.
in it?
Um,
I thought the pile of clothes
I
that they were donated was next to it, because that's the reason the suitcase was there. But
I
from the way
always I
that just
missed that.
yeah, she just said because there was a tie, a white and tan tie that had blood on it. And so if it was found with him, like, it
Uh
would have had to have been in the suitcase.
I am almost wondering if she hit him with the baseball bat, kind of dazed him, got him into the suitcase, because on the top of the head, if she hit him hard enough, that would have
Mhm.
dazed him.
Oh, yeah.
She got him in there, you know, and then it was never a joke. She just got pissed off.
Yeah. And that maybe, I mean, his voice sounds really shaky when he's calling
Yeah.
out to her. I mean, just probably from being in a confined space too, but that might actually explain a lot. Or she could have used he did get it. Let's just say he got in there voluntarily. Maybe she hit him with
Yeah.
a bat while he was in there, which would explain the bruising and stuff on the
Yeah, I mean,
shoulder and the head.
yeah, I have a feeling it was to explain the bruise on the top of the head because in other cases I followed, because I watched the medical coroner people way
Mhm.
too much for my husband's, peace of mind, but the top of the head, the very top of the head is such a you have to intentionally try to hit that. That's not somewhere you would generally just, in an accidental fall hit.
Yeah.
So,
I can
I'm almost
confirm
wondering
that.
if she had him kneel down, and then when he was kneeling down to get in the suitcase, she hit him, got him in there, and then was, trying to punish him for something.
Yeah.
Like, she sounded like she was punishing for something, and it was never a game at all.
Yeah. That's entire I mean, I could believe that.
I mean, that's what I would go with if I was a prosecutor,
Yeah.
if I could prove it with facts.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
I'd make Sarah out to be as malicious as F, because I know it would piss her off. I would use malicious and intentionally so many times, and I am I am a passive aggressive. My mom is aggressive aggressive, and I'm passive aggressive, so I would be all the petty passive aggressive, you have no idea.
Yeah. Which, in this case, it's deserved.
Yes, because she would have such a hard time holding her mouth silent.
Yes.
I would oh, please let prosecutor look, I'm
All of
not giving you advice, but
all of the
please do
contempt
that.
charges, all of them.
She may only get 10 years, but she's gonna have 150 years in contempt points.
Yeah. High score.
Life achievement unlocked.
My phone and then the laptop.
Yeah, when anything can be released, we will release it, but we are very early in this investigation and it's not an
So-
overnight process, unfortunately.
So what's next?
They're gonna come and swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about like in the long run. Like, what do I need to like, do I need to be doing something or like,
I can't tell you.
You need to be talking to a lawyer.
I mean, like, so like for, like, I don't understand, like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna
This is the
like,
best line coming up.
because it makes it sound like to me, like, I'm being accused of something that was not intentional. I'm being accused of it.
Mhm.
And a handful of other things that I'm being
Hmm.
accused of.
What gives you that impression?
So I don't
Sarah?
want to be at home with Lucas and you guys show up.
She's an empath. Damn it, Vale. She's a goddamn empath. She's like, I'm picking up vibes that y'all are trying to accuse me. The chicken neck thing and the sassitude. I'm gonna need you to stop.
Yeah, it's like we've been here for 90 minutes having a conversation, guys. And I think that I'm picking up a vibe from you guys that you think I did something. I'm just starting to get this.
Oh my god, Sarah. She is unintentionally hilarious in the most terrible, grotesquely, like, gross human way.
Yeah.
Because of her just inability to see the plain, like, reality in front of her.
Yeah.
I'm getting the feeling that you wanna, like, accuse me and assume things about me.
Yeah. Like I've watched way too many interrogations and you have like multiple you have usually a couple different kinds of people, right?
Yeah.
Those that like will just deny everything, right? And then those that might lie to you and then as they start like revealing things to you, they'll start to like
Yeah.
they'll start to kind of give in, right? No, not Sarah. Nope. 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 Just deny till the end. It's like we have you literally on video that you took. No, I didn't do it. It wasn't
She's
intentional.
like, "Again, you have to talk to drunk Sarah because sober Sarah is not even here right now, okay? On Wednesdays, we drink pink, Zinfandel, alright? Is today Wednesday? I just, what is"
Yeah. Oh god.
So,
We're still investigating. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
so is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is, kind of thing, or like, because I've done the whole court thing, I've done the whole attorney thing, I've done whatever. So if I'm not admitting anything about being intentional and I killed George,
Okay.
that's not the situation, but it's trying to be pinned on me.
Okay.
That was not my intent,
It was the
but
ninjas,
it's trying
damn
to be
it.
pinned on me. So
Yeah.
however, or whatever it is I need to do in order for that to be proven, then
This
I
is
need
the
to do
best
so,
line
which is
ever.
why I'm trying to get my ducks in a row.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking what the next step is, other than me getting my nails swabbed.
I mean, you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Is that what you're asking? Like, I don't know what you
I'm
want.
trying to prepare myself.
Detective Candy, I laugh my tits off every time I hear that. Because I'm like, what? Maybe don't zip someone up in a suitcase, Sarah. Maybe I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah. I know I died when I heard that. It's just like, oh my god. Like, how do you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Maybe? Is that what you're asking me? Because the short
How
answer is don't do it. And sure as shit,
don't
don't
do
film
what
it.
you just did.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Myself for whatever may need to be done so I can,
I
I guess,
wouldn't-
stick up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine. You came, you talked.
I just don't want you guys to, again, show up and Lucas is in the house.
Ma'am, get the F out of here. Like, you give a shit about Lucas. Lucas is never gonna be at your house. You are going to go home. If you were allowed to go home, you would have gone home and bought, a 16-pack of Boone's Farm and drunk the hell out of it. Lucas would have
Yeah.
never come to your house. Get
Yeah.
over yourself.
Exactly.
Well, we did tell you yesterday that we don't want to do anything around your son, hence why you came to us. So I don't know why you think that's gonna change.
That and or me not just show up back home.
I'm sorry, what? That or what?
Me just not show up back home. That's what,
Forewarning. I don't think you're gonna go back home, Sarah.
Yeah. Not for a long, long time. If ever.
God.
oh, he's so happy that I'm staying over at the house with Brian. Like, so happy.
Brian, you didn't.
No.
Also, LeBron, you didn't.
Brian let her stay there after she unalived someone.
Brian,
Brian. Jesus.
Brian, sweetie, cupcake, sweetheart, come here. Come close to Mama Mo. Come here. Run like there is a T-Rex in, Jurassic Park, the first one, the one that didn't suck. And, run is like there is a T-Rex and that water in that puddle is just a rippling, okay? Because this heifer, no, you change your name, you change Lucas's name, you go as Carlos Santana, and you move to Missouri, all right? No, maybe not Missouri, maybe Wyoming. I'm just saying. And you never ever tell anyone, all right?
Yeah. Oh, that.
Blessed be the captions, for they bring LeBron James.
Yes. Oh my god. And Brian, you're an idiot.
But Brian, this is your golden ticket, sir. I'm just saying, if you don't play your cards at this point, you're in a bed that you made yourself.
Yeah. It's like you divorced her. She's no longer your problem outside of the fact when, like, you have to share custody with the kid. She's not your
Yes.
problem anymore. Why are you taking care of this woman? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't.
No, yes.
And like,
Brian, no. Just no. Wait, what saying? Because I say a lot of stuff, to be fair, Milk.
come close to Mama Mo, is that what it is?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe?
That's probably.
And I'm not going back to my house for however long I can stay over here because of whatever to blow over.
Oh, blessed be the captions.
And again,
Oh,
if you don't mind me
yes.
asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that what you're going to tell them? Like his parents? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she did.
For a moment there, she looked at the
Anyway.
wall like she was
I
having
mean, what
some
would you
deep
tell him?
introspection.
I don't think it really matters what we're gonna tell the
She's
parents.
like,
Oh, yeah, it is. It's fuel for the
oh,
fire.
maybe this video makes
Well,
me
we
look
can't
bad.
hide things, and I don't know. I'm not saying
You
we're
are
gonna go. I'm not saying that we're gonna go and tell them every single thing we have. But again, this is the Orange County Sheriff's Office, that's public record, so eventually, like, this all will come out.
Mhm.
So it does, like, I'm not,
Matters.
God bless Florida's sunshine laws.
Yeah.
'Cause holy crap, Sarah.
you're making it sound like we're gonna tell them something, so then your life is in danger, and I don't like that accusation. So let's just nip that in the butt right now.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
Detective Candy is like, shut the hell up, Sarah. You are ridiculous. The family gives two shits about you other than the fact that you unalived their son.
Yeah.
They're too busy grieving. You giant Muppet thunder cow. Okay?
Yeah. And it's like, don't worry, Sarah. We're going to protect you. We're going to keep you in a safe place.
Unfortunately, they're going to have to protect you at taxpayer cost.
Yes. We're going to keep you nice and safe. Don't you worry.
Yeah, just stop. Just stop.
I cannot
What are we gonna
choose.
tell them?
But we can't even, so technically there's no concrete report yet, even.
Right, so
it's,
you want me to like
I'm
tell you
sorry,
exactly what I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
tell them? I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them.
So,
Oh, Detective Candy, we just became best friends.
All the sass.
Detective Candy dropping truth bombs. And Sarah's
Oh.
like, I'll just talk to Detective Shiny Shirt. She's
Yeah.
being mean to me.
Yeah. She's intimidating me. I'm going to talk to you now.
She obviously is intimidated by my beauty and intellect.
Yeah. She just can't handle this.
She's Sarah-phobic, and that's just racist.
Yeah, because don't you know over here, Detective Shiny, I'm all that in a bag of chips, baby.
Oh my gosh, what a dingus. Just
Parents that are dealing with.
can I call you the way that I did last time?
Yeah, my phone is an open line.
oh god, don't tell her that. All of her last lawyers said that.
Yeah,
They're all now in AA.
Detective Candy had to get new business cards and she changed her phone number.
Missy should be here.
No, we'll come out with.
I get it. Look, I get it. That looks really bad.
No kidding.
So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on?
Going to jail for the rest of your life.
Detective Candy's
On my
just like,
son's
I'm gonna
life.
not talking.
It was not intentional. I promise you. On Lucas's life, it was not intentional.
Your Honor, she promised on her son's life. Take them shackles off her hands. She
Yes.
is free to go.
She is now putting herself in a position to sacrifice her son.
Yeah, Abraham. Just like, sorry, Lucas, but you had to go. Ma'am, do not bring again. Where is Will Smith when you need him? Do not put Lucas in this. Okay. He's already had to deal with the fact that you're his mom.
Oh my god.
I don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what would be a true statement, what would not. I mean, you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Again, facing his firearm towards Sarah, not paying attention with 2 glasses of water in his hand.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. Unless he's just legitimately like, I will backhand this woman in a heartbeat if she tries
He's just like
something.
he's like Detective Wish he would. Wish she would.
Yeah.
He's like, I will take care of this.
Actually, he's probably just sitting back and like, I hope she does because I want to see Detective Candy like go after this woman.
Detective Candy would do, I think, a good flying tackle if she's not with child.
Yes.
Though I will say, look, like pregnant women, just don't mess with them because we can get kind of feral,
Yeah.
rabid, if you will.
I hope you take that to heart, please.
Listen to your heart,
It's
Sarah.
documented that you said that, yeah. I get it.
Sarah's confused. She's like, I'm using all my sad words.
Do
I
you have
don't
any idea
understand.
when I can get my phone back?
God dang it, Sarah.
What do you say?
I just said no telling. I mean, our digital forensics unit is, got a lot of cases on their plate. I mean.
Well, and that's not technically my laptop, it's Lucas's laptop.
Okay.
But he plays, you'll see all the games that he has on there.
As
Isn't
soon
that
as
the
we can
laptop
get
she
that.
used to record the
Sarah-
video though?
It's a Chromebook. It'll be okay, okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure Brian will buy him a new one.
I'm sure he will assume that you probably pawned it for cash for
Yeah.
booze, so
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
To Lucas, we will. As soon as we can release your phone, we will. But we have no way of being able to tell you because we don't have control over their case other than how they arrange what they do. So I don't know. And at this point, I think honestly, with everything else that's going on, that should probably be at the bottom of your list of worries.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make Lucas happy so he can have his laptop back.
Okay.
Mom of the year.
Does Brian not have a laptop for him?
He has his laptop that he has to do for work, that he doesn't want him using it or breaking or dropping.
I'm pretty sure in the interview with Brian, he says that he has one for him.
He probably didn't tell Sarah because I'm guessing exactly that scenario went on a
Yeah.
couple times. Like, hey, Lucas needs a laptop to come over here. We don't have one, can you send one over? And then it would get sent over and then pawned.
Yeah.
Or,
Disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas broke it.
So-
Sure, Sarah. Yeah.
It's not a big deal. There's nothing on the laptop anyway.
There's nothing on the laptop anymore?
Yeah.
Or was that closed captioning?
No, that's what she said.
Oh, Sarah, you incredible jackass. You
that
cleared
in-
the laptop, but not your phone?
Uh,
She probably hooked her phone up to the laptop and thought, if I delete it on the laptop, it'll take it off the phone.
yeah, that's not how it works, Sarah.
I mean, I am tech special needs, and I know that's not how any of that works.
Yeah. And then if you have it backing up to the cloud.
There's a cloud.
What do you mean?
It's
What do you mean there's
Florida.
a
It is
cloud?
sunny out here. There are no
There's no-
clouds. I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't have clouds in Florida. What you talking about?
Giblets. I love how uncomfortable the silence makes her.
Yeah. Like, because the next 20 minutes is like they're trying to make her uncomfortable, and you can tell.
Oh, I know. And they are just texting each other back and forth like, "Oh god, please let this nail person come." Oh, I can't.
Oh,
They're probably like, "I can't wait to see her face when the cop comes in."
that's right. Because we get to that too, because she asks about it.
Yeah. She's like, "Can I take my?" She's like, "But I have panic attacks."
Yeah.
Because no one with anxiety has ever been to prison, Sarah.
Don't worry, Sarah. Where you're going, people like to hug.
Yeah, I'm sure they have a hug jacket and you can hug yourself. Be great. You're your own best friend.
Yeah.
Detective Shiny Pants is like, where the F is the
So
nail
you will keep me
person?
posted, like updated.
It depends.
That's my thing, is I'm trying to figure out what I need to do in the meantime.
I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know what to tell you though. Like, what
I'm
do I-
not a
what-
lawyer, Sarah.
But you all have more information than I do, where it's, yeah, you might wanna, or yeah, you might wanna.
Sorry, what?
Like, we have more information on what?
Like,
We told you everything that we have. You know everything that we know. And most of
I
it
love-
we got from you.
Sarah, just be direct and forthcoming for once in your life. Ask them if they're going to charge you with unaliving.
Yes.
You're dancing around like you're confused as to what could happen.
Yeah. Or like, am I going to jail?
Yeah, ask a direct question. I know you're incapable of it, but that would probably help you. I do love that the detectives are playing really dumb. Like, what are you trying to ask here? We don't understand, subtle hints. Oh, I know she's afraid of the answer. I'm just saying it, might help her if she didn't dance around like, so what could maybe do I need to be doing?
Yeah. Preparing.
Yeah. As Miss Cleo's best friend, you're gonna need to prepare for a lot of lawyers to leave you intentionally and with malice.
Both are very true. Yeah.
Ironically, they will leave you with intentionality and malice. Who knew?
Yeah. Especially the one. I actually felt genuinely bad for the one, like the old guy with the walker.
Oh yeah,
I
because she
genuinely
just
felt
kept.
bad for that guy.
She's like, he has 2 complaints in the 40 years that he did, lawyering for, death penalty cases,
Yeah.
FFS. And she's like, "Did you know that he had a write-up once in 1973 because he said something mean?" Or I don't even know what the write-up was, but just,
Yeah.
it and he's like, "Your Honor, I had surgery and I'm working on a death penalty case. I'm trying to keep someone from being unalived by the state. I'm sorry I can't work on a suitcasing right now. I am doing the best I can with her, but she is functionally special needs."
Yeah. Basically.
but that, like I was telling her, like, yeah, that's bad. Like, which I swore my son's life was unintentional. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for myself
Okay.
going forward with it. Nonetheless, with his family.
Oh,
And are you all
sweetheart,
just
don't.
showing up with Lucas in the house?
We've already both told you that we would be mindful of any situations.
Which means we'll call Brian first.
Yeah, we'll call his real parent, not his, incubator. I love how she really
So
thinks
you
she's
guys
walking
think
out of
that you'll
here.
Call me tomorrow? Or do we need to come back down here?
I'll chat with you next time.
Oh my God, she is just like, I am gonna up and walk out of here. I have sworn on Lucas's life, and they're gonna be able to take that to his honorness. Like, Your Honor, she doesn't she was drunk, and honestly, she swore on her son's life. I'm
Yeah.
sure no criminal has ever used their children to try to evoke sympathy. Uh,
She said it was unintentional. It wasn't malicious. She'll never do it
yeah.
again.
She promised not to drink ever again, or never intentionally, or possibly only if she trips. I don't know. We're kind of confused about that. We'll get back to you, Your Honor, because she gave us 3 different answers, but I'm pretty sure we can let her go.
Yeah. Well, I think then we're just gonna let her go, but ma'am, you can never own luggage again.
She was a third grade honor roll student. They just don't know who she is. Like, usually you're famous when you say, "You don't know who I am."
Yeah. Not yet, we don't, but everybody will. And
Yeah,
for all the
the
wrong
name
reasons.
Sarah Boone is infamous, not famous. They're different words, Sarah, look it up. You apparently have access to Webster's dictionary,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I have no idea what I'm gonna call you next. Isn't the report map wrong? I'm just saying a report is generated through us, and the sheriff's office is a public entity. So if someone were to come request something, then
No, I'm talking about, his autopsy.
she's waiting and doing more follow-up, but
She's looking at him again,
yeah.
but she won't be finished with him because she's pending further stuff.
So after this, what,
It's a
I'm done?
surprise.
for now?
For the most part, Sarah, actually, you are done for now.
Yep.
You are this is the first question you've got the answer 100% right without having to phone a friend.
Yep.
How long does this stuff take to get back?
You already asked
Yeah,
that, you
yeah,
weirdo.
We won't get back, the swabs and stuff will stay.
But I'll know about it?
But the Q-tips touched my stuff.
She's like, "But I need that baseball bat back for Lucas."
The dispatch center keeps calling my phone. I keep having to have other people call them to see what they need.
They are
Really
so
don't truly
texting.
understand that
They
that was
are.
not my intent. I miss him a lot.
God dang it, Sarah, shut up.
But my question has remained the same. What do you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position like that?
Yes, but you have to understand too,
No, just what would you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position?
I had no idea because I've never done it before.
It was an experiment.
Okay, Sarah, perhaps don't speak in Cantonese
Yeah.
when you're asked this question.
Cantonese. You need to put that on the mug, Mo. Don't speak in Cantonese.
I don't understand it. The absolute sass and moral high groundness, like, well, I never did it before. Like, you know what, Sarah? I've never also, put a fork in the electric outlet.
Now, I have done that. It wasn't a fork, though. It was my finger.
As a boy mom, I anticipate that happening at some point.
Yes, I have a lovely scar on my knuckle from it.
Actually, let me write down Cantonese because I won't remember it. I am a little enhanced tonight, and that might.
Yes, don't speak to me in Cantonese. We have several people who said they will buy it. Not just me.
Oh, I'm glad Ghostery spelled it for me because I'm over here. How would I spell that? Now I actually do need to work on a merch store. It's one of my 87,000 list of things that my brain does.
Yeah. I'll look up the one. I know somebody who has good merch. I actually have a couple of their mugs. They're really good. I'll look them up to see which one it is that they have.
Okay, that would be awesome.
Why have you never done it before?
Why would I?
Exactly.
Again with the
Why would I do it
Cantonese.
before?
Why did you do it now?
I clearly have said why. Why?
No, you don't know why. You just know that it's not intentional,
Yeah.
but you don't know why. But that's okay.
Really?
I'm not trying to force you to say something that you don't know.
I will have to chat with him too. Y'all, it's on my list.
It's fading and penning
ma'am, no one is pinning this on you. It is not like Mark de Fuhrman and, the entire CIA, everyone who sets, uh, up, if you believe Fahrenheit 9/11, it's not like they all got together, you know, and decided to do an MK Ultra conspiracy on you.
Yes.
It was not like there was another suitcase on the grassy knoll, ma'am.
Yes. Nobody blew up your apartment afterwards.
Just ma'am. Ma'am. Oh. Oh, it's this they're just sitting
Silence.
there. I'm like I had to see Detective Candy's foot move. I was like, "Oh, okay. They're just sitting in silence."
Just making her uncomfortable while
Oh,
they're texting each other. Like, we're gonna get drinks after this, right?
That's what you guys would assume, that I'm that kind of person.
I'm not assuming anything. We're going by the facts. It happened.
oh,
Like you
yeah,
said,
keep
you
that.
don't know me.
Oh, no, I think we've got a pretty good measure of your character, Sarah.
Yeah. I like how she's packing up her purse.
Like, I am going. You are being so rude.
Yeah.
And when I speak to your lieutenant, I'm gonna tell them that they obviously just don't even know me.
Yeah.
I love how the detectives are letting her just pack her purse, letting her think she's going home. L This is awesome. Like, I would be so petty. I'd be like, "Yeah, get all your stuff ready." Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I just
I do like how they're like right in front of her just texting each other and not like doing it like nonchalantly.
yeah, no, they are in full F deficit. They are like, "Nope, I'm done." Sarah's like, "I hope I cleaned my nails out. Damn, did I clean my nails out?" She's over here, like, rubbing them on her jeans, like,
Yeah.
"I need to get this."
She's like, shit, I know I forgot to do something intentionally.
She's like, "Wait, I did say that we had smexy time, so that'll help us, right?"
And it's so, for me to have to live with getting him out and
It's
doing what I
punishment
did
enough.
is punishment enough.
Oh my god, she actually said it.
You absolute mega Godzilla thunder cunt cow. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't think she actually said that. It's punishment enough
You
just to
are
live with it.
you are Into the Sun is too good. If we let you orbit around Pluto, ma'am. It's just oh my god. Are you serious?
Oh my
You
god.
don't understand how this has victimized me, y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, George lost his life, but have you thought about its effect on me,
Yeah.
Sarah?
But I have to live with it, guys. I have to live with it.
And I think, Shiny Shirt Guy has the greatest response. Look, I may or may not have watched this and said these things out loud to myself until, I thought, "Hey, I wonder if anyone would like to hear these things."
Yeah.
I think that's why I haven't slept. Because that's all I see. So that right there says something.
I don't count sheep anymore. I count suitcases.
Not my intention.
Oh my god, Sarah, shut up. Her lawyer watching this is like, "Oh my fucking god, just shut up. Just you have the right to remain silent, God, please. Please silent."
I just like how uncomfortable she gets when it gets quiet.
This detective's like, my new shiny shirt are gonna take, Mrs. Shiny Shirt Detective out to the Red Lobster.
Yep.
Oh my God. This is the best line.
Punishment in itself.
Mm.
Well, yeah, tragic situation.
I'm thirsty alcohol. It's unfortunate that stupid things like this happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He's gonna call
Is he
his wife.
counting the amount of dumb shit she says? Because it went from 2 to 3 fingers.
Oh, maybe. Let's see.
Or he's really wanting to flip her off, and he
Well,
can't.
there's two.
Yes.
Are you trying to make it worse?
God bless America and all bald eagles,
Wow.
ma'am. Jesus on a cracker.
Wow. Oh, she just has
You are
no.
irredeemable.
Yeah, like there's just no self-awareness whatsoever. Just none.
No, there's awareness of herself. There's no awareness of others. She has
True.
self-awareness out the yin yang.
Very true. Very true.
What she doesn't have is empathy.
This is also true. Yes. It's just
Christ on a cracker. What in the hell? What, man? Just, oh my God. No. The detective is like, all right, no. Can I tase her now? Can I tase her now?
yeah.
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Make what worse?
I love how the
feel?
detective plays dumb. Like, what do you mean? What?
Yeah. Like, what am I gonna make worse? Like, I don't understand. It's his turn to play
How
dumb
dare
now.
you question? How dare you question my honor? Oh my God, Sarah. Sweetie. Dingus. Boil on the butt of humanity. Stop. Just shut those flapping lips of yours because nothing you say out of your mouth is going to help you.
No, it is not. It's going to just make it worse.
They're gonna comment on it.
CSI, that was there yesterday. When she took your photos.
Detective's like, I gotta leave or I'm gonna backhand this woman.
Yeah.
Because I would have had to leave after she said that.
Yeah. It was. He did leave the room very quickly. Yes, it is, Sarah. It is infliction of emotional distress on both of the detectives.
She'll be charged for that later, and all the lawyers she abused. Oh my God, could you imagine the state of Florida sending her a restitution bill for all the psychotherapy needed after these lawyers had to go to deal with her? Like, Sarah, in addition to the restitution for your crime, you also owe the state of Florida $300,000, dollars for the psychotherapy and post-traumatic stress, therapy of the lawyers that you had to deal with.
And then the defamation suit from Samsonite. You have ruined our brand, ma'am. She's like, you
I
guys
love how
gonna leave
these
me in here,
CSI people
crazy
just
bitch?"
take. Yeah, they're just like, look, she's like 63 pounds. We think you can take her, ma'am. No
I'm
offense.
just gonna take a swab and go around on one hand and then do the separate one for your other hand.
Sarah's got her bag all packed. She's like, I'm gonna go home and
Mhm.
drink a whole bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Maybe deal with Brian. Maybe scratch his eyeballs out. Who knows if I'm feeling frisky?
Going to the pool hall. I'm gonna pick up Jose now. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Where else would it have happened other than Wisconsin ghostery?
Yes. It's one of two places, Wisconsin or Florida.
Waukesha or Florida?
Yes, Jesus.
Dang
Wisconsin
it.
is a dumpster fire. It's becoming the new, like, Wisconsin man is
Florida.
gonna be the new thing.
Oh my god, what if Wisconsin Man and Florida teamed up to make the mega hill chucks? Like, just the mega, hillbilly Olympics.
Maybe the reason that there's so many crazy people in Florida is because all those snowbirds from Wisconsin go to Florida.
You
Maybe.
are making sense. It's beginning to sound a lot like smartness. It it happens.
At least it's not Nebraska where it's corn-fed and inbred.
I do love how every state has their hill chuck state they make fun of. So in Indiana, it's Kentucky, and I'm sure in Kentucky, it's Indiana. But everyone has a state. Now, I don't know who West Virginia makes fun of.
I mean, there is a long-standing rivalry between Tennessee and Kentucky as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because Because apparently the toothbrush was invented in Kentucky, but if it was invented in Tennessee, it would have been called a teeth brush.
Hey, we don't know the we didn't know the plural for tooth. Wasn't our fault. We were too busy inventing basketball, okay?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No lies
And then
there either.
But what I love is having met Baker and Fed and, Hella is that every country has its hill chuck region.
Yep.
It brings me closer together to know that hillbillies are everywhere, and I love it.
Yep. True. You're worldwide.
Yes. The hill chucks have united. If all of us hill chucks united, it would just be awesome.
Yes. Into the United Hill Chucks of America.
I would be their I can't be their queen. I don't sport a mullet right now. And I don't have a Carhartt jacket yet.
But
That's in camo.
you could
Pink
get away
camo.
though. You could get away
I
from it.
could. But it'd have to be pink camo with maybe a Pooh Bear t-shirt underneath and a boyfriend in prison that I write to.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Black
the love
rifle
of
gun.
holiness. Of course there was. I am not sure. I would think Kentucky made moonshine, but I don't know.
I thought Shine was a Tennessee and North Carolina thing. Because it would probably be North Carolina,
yeah.
because that's where the Shiners originally started, right? Where they started running
think
Shine.
so.
It's because that's the home of NASCAR.
Well,
right?
to be fair, I mean, if you are a hill chuck, I think making booze is like homesteading 101.
Yeah.
Oh. Everyone knows who has a still somewhere. Sarah's already planning out where she's going to get her next bottle of Boone's Farm Mad Dog 2020 and calling Brian to tell him he's a terrible piece of crap. Like, she's all planning this in her head. She's probably planning out the phone call like, "Can you come and get me from the police offices?" They just have been grilling me for hours. They just obviously don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And Brian's like, thank God they called me and told me she's getting arrested.
Yeah. He was,
Brian is getting a cake and sparklers and
yeah.
flares and a smoke machine.
And he called up Baskin Robbins and getting himself an ice cream cake for Lucas. It's gonna be great.
Oh my God, that sounds awesome right now, to be honest. He's like, okay, Lucas, we're going to go to the store and whatever Little Debbie, we're going to buy the entire box, okay? And we're going to have a celebration. Why? No reason, just celebration day.
Yeah. And there we have it. She's done.
This is my favoriteest part ever because she's like going to pick up her purse right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah. So you're not free to go. Okay. Do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we've talked about today?
Yes. What do you mean?
He asked to swear. Remember how I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so he raised his hand to remind me to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which,
True and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
what, that it wasn't intentional?
Everything you've said
Oh my
today.
God, Sarah,
Everything
yes
that's
or
come out of your
no?
mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
Sarah, you are valedictorian of your high school class. This is not hard to commute or to compete.
Yeah. And she's like, she still is like, she's like, why? It's like, they just told you you're not free to go. And
She's like,
it
wait,
hasn't
so like,
dawned on her yet.
so she's like, well, but when can I call Uber? I'm confused. What other tests do I need to do?
Yeah.
God, Sarah, you are
Who else do I need to swear on?
God, Sarah.
That's
You are the
how you
dumbest
tell
smart
somebody
person.
To assure that everything that we talked about is
true and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
not a trick question,
To the best of my knowledge?
to the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you've told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay. Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Okay, either
Why is
he
it
is
happening?
he, oh my God, Sarah. Either she is a teeny tiny woman or he is huge, but just this angle, it looks like a 12-year-old getting locked up for, being truant at school.
Yeah.
Also, ma'am, we just spent an hour and 49 minutes explaining why this is happening. We watched 2 videos, or at least a video.
And I still don't understand. Why is this happening? It's not fair. It was unintentional. Don't you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I swore on my kid's life.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? That kid I don't see and never will,
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand
He's
that.
still dead.
Well, we don't
Someone
really
needs to
understand
call
that.
Brian, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
Brian's like,
So
please
why
don't
is it
keep it.
So this was a trick.
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
not
How
a
was it a
trick.
trick? I'm in here to ask you
Sarah, this is the treat.
to explain a few things to us, and
You were read your rights.
your response to everything was,
Yeah, they Jedi mind tricked you in. She was, there, and Palpatine was there, like, and she was like, no.
Yeah, clearly that being valedictorian didn't really work all that well for you, did it, Sarah? Because you don't understand comprehension.
Was she valedictorian of her homeschool? Is that what she's not telling us? Like, I was on honor roll in my high school, but she was
It was
homeschooled,
a
and her
high
mom
school of
just didn't wanna
one.
tell her. Like, "Sarah, you got D's and everything, but, whatever."
Yeah. It's just-
So
oh my God.
basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
Doesn't matter. It's still there.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
I mean, she's admitted that she did it. She's just saying she didn't do it intentionally.
Really, guys?
Really.
So if I didn't show up,
We would have drawn a warrant and gotten you, you dingus.
why is
You're
this
trying-
happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave,
when
that I was done after that.
we were done, yes, we were done.
Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
done,
Now,
Sarah.
the rest of it is.
We are done.
Right?
You're literally done. No lies
Jesus,
detected.
Sarah.
Not intentional.
Okay.
Okay.
So what am I
It-
supposed to do now?
Okay, Veilhammer, if you said something maybe 10 times and it didn't work and you weren't 7, do you think maybe you'd pick a different word? Like,
I
maybe
mean-
this isn't the magic word to unlock, not guilty?
I mean, if it was me, I'd have been like, you can talk to my attorney.
Well,
But-
yeah, but
Setting that aside, I would have this is the point where like you just shut up. Like, because even if you are not guilty, right? This is the part where you
Yeah.
just shut up, you go to jail, and you can deal with that later, right? Like that's something that can be
Yeah.
done later. This is not the time to be stupid, right? But like
Ugh.
she just can't turn it off. Like, because she thinks that she can talk her way out of it, which to me, like, not to get into some super social thing here, but like, this is
Yeah.
somebody who's never had to deal with the consequences of their actions ever.
No. And I think Brian just kind of went with the flow. He
Yeah.
realized you just can't deal with Sarah and, just appease her. And, other people just distanced themselves from her. And
Yeah.
maybe she didn't realize that the only people that liked to be around her were drunk.
Yeah.
Like-
And like, and I don't mean to rag on the guy, but like Brian
Yeah.
enabled her because like
Oh, yeah.
the consequence should have been divorce and like cutting
Yes.
that off. But the problem is that he still waited on her hand and foot a year and a half after they were divorced.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, look, I get that when there's children involved and people are dealing with addiction, there is that push and pull of wanting to think that they might get better. But the first time she left my child and I got a call maybe from the apartment manager
Yeah.
that she wasn't taking care, I would have documented every time she didn't go pick him up. No, you are not putting my son in a dangerous position. That's just not gonna happen.
yeah,
And because he just did not want to deal with Sarah angry, and look, I can understand I was with someone like this, you can never out-argue them, you cannot. But once your kids get involved, once they might be in dangerous situations, that's when you have to grow, put on your big boy panties, your big girl panties, whatever, and you have to, start sticking up for the kids.
yeah. And like, I mean, I wasn't the greatest teenager, and I was exactly like this. I wasn't going to believe anybody. I wasn't going to listen to anybody until I was ready to change myself. And I did, but it was on my time. I wasn't going to listen to anybody because the world revolved around me at the time. And it's like, yeah,
Well, and this is a very, teenage mindset. This is a
Yeah.
very the world re I mean, we've all been very s look, everyone is a jerk and a half when they're a teenager because your world revolves around you.
Yeah.
This is a
Exactly.
very teenage attitude. This is a very, "Why is this happening to me? I don't see, why my actions are affecting, what life is giving out, what I'm putting out in the world, is giving me back certain things." So this is a
Yeah.
very teenage thing because you have to grow up and see, "Okay, yeah, if I am an a-hole, then there are going to be certain things that, it consequence and effect." And
Yeah.
she is emotionally a 14-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. She never grew out she never grew out of being a teenager because this
It
is exactly that mentality.
it and look, it we don't know about her childhood as far as I know, but it didn't seem like she had an incredibly eventful one from what people have been able to dig in
Yeah.
to. Here's here's my biggest issue. Once you have that child, your life becomes about that child.
Yeah.
No longer. I think she does get to vote, actually. I could be wrong, Jonathan, but she said she voted for president in one of her letters.
I don't I don't well, because she hasn't been convicted of anything yet, so she could, because she hasn't actually been convicted of anything.
That is true. Oh my god, who did she vote for? I need the FOIA request for that one.
Yeah.
She's like, "Marianne Williamson."
Yeah, but it's just a very, like, because as I understand it, going to, like, the once you have that kid thing, as I understand it
Yeah.
from the way that Brian was explaining it, is that once she had the kid, that is when everything just completely derailed. Is that
Yeah.
she just completely it wasn't postpartum, like, there may have been some of that at the beginning, right? Maybe let's give her the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt, but she completely derailed after that. Like, because she felt like it wasn't fair that she had to give up all these things in her life because of this baby. And
Yeah,
that's
and I
what
think
he
she
said.
had him fairly late in life, so they had been a couple for quite a while before they
Yeah,
had Lucas. So she was accustomed, she was used to them going out to the pool hall and all that, and maybe Brian let her, do kind of whatever.
yeah,
And again, look, Brian, no joke. I have been in a relationship with a Sarah. I get it. They wear you down and you are just exhausted trying to deal with this emotional vampire.
yeah. It's
So take this time while she is in cray cray, crate and run the fuck away, dude. I'm just saying, get the hell out of Florida. I know go to Texas,
yeah,
okay?
literally anywhere else.
Maybe Alaska. Alaska's the furthest opposite you can get.
Mhm.
Go to Kodiak Island, like, serious, for
Yes.
cereal. Go.
Or
Run,
even
Forrest, run.
or even, sir, not that I would ever recommend anybody go there, but you could go to California. It's on the opposite side of the country. It's like, just get
Um,
away from Florida.
yes, yes. I know it's America's freedom dong, but, Texas is also quite freedomy,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Alaska's pretty freedomy too, so, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and but Alaska's dong is a little thinner than Florida, so to be fair.
But you can see Russia from Sarah Palin's, door, so there is that.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Brian. God bless you. Godspeed, Brian. May the odds be ever in your favor and get a fake mustache.
You will,
Someone needs to call Brian. Lucas is waiting for mom to come home.
No, he's not.
This was not my
He's
intention.
done
I thought I
been
was waiting for
waiting.
you all to come and figure out.
Okay. As Griffin hilariously put, because he saw something on YouTube, he's like, "Yeah, there's these dads that go out looking for milk and they can never find it for 37 years. They are just really bad finders." Ma'am, Lucas is not waiting for you. You have done disappointed and fucked right on off from your parental responsibilities. He is not waiting for you, and I'm sure they've told Brian what was gonna go on. So, like I said, he is at, Baskin Robbins getting a triple fudge sundae, that cake, maybe his own bottle of Boone's Farm, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
Out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
And I was going to be able to go home and see Lucas.
No, no one ever said that, ma'am.
Now he's just not gonna have me come home. So there's
Yes.
nothing that I can do.
So wait,
No.
you left your 9-year-old
There's
son
nothing that I
at
can do in
home
order to go
alone?
home and see Lucas and prepare.
Not right now, no. You'll be afforded a time in court, you'll be afforded an attorney, you'll be afforded a chance
Yeah.
to talk to a judge, and all that stuff will be worked out.
But
Brian
what's
is
the
not
timeframe
leaving
for that,
Lucas.
though?
I have no way of being able to say.
Sarah, longer than you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
In fact, we're quite shocked at the timeline for real.
Yeah. We thought this would be over by now.
Yeah.
Tell you should make first appearance probably like tomorrow morning, if not tonight, depending how things are busy, how quickly you get down there. I
had a
don't
sneaky
work in
suspicion
the.
this was gonna happen, and I need water like really bad, please.
Have you noticed whenever she's, getting confined or maybe things aren't going her way, she always gets really bad cotton mouth?
Yeah. And she stands up and he's just like, sit. She's like, yes, sir.
It's not impressive when you're all of 5'1".
Yeah, exactly. And you're not exactly an intimidating character.
No. Now, if you had a suitcase, we might run. Hey, Jung.
I mean, I don't think a pink shirt here is going to fit in a suitcase.
No.
No offense, brother.
Absolutely did not.
She's like, y'all tricked me. This was trickery and entrapments.
I just got those.
You said I was going home.
Yeah, you're not allowed in the jail.
Are they taking her cigarettes?
Yep.
Sarah, have you been to the jail? Yes, she is cuffed, Jung.
What am I supposed to do with my car?
Find where it is. When you get down there, you'll have 3 phones, you'll be able to call.
What, as soon as possible?
Yeah, once you get down there, get booked in, you'll be able to use a phone in the waiting
How
room.
long will that take? Because I need to talk to Brian.
Yeah, no, it depends how busy, how quickly they get you through.
It depends on how many of you there are waiting in
Free
line.
phone call in the lobby, it's a free phone call.
Bring you there,
Yep. She has no clue.
So can I ask you, or whoever it is,
So
those holding cells, the
JKD,
holding cells, am I gonna be punished?
apparently, so what Brian said, okay, and this is what I was alluding to just a few minutes ago, is so what Brian said is that Sarah was a different person before the baby. He said that she was still kind of a pain and like she was a bit abusive and stuff. But when she had the baby, that is when everything dramatically changed. So apparently Sarah used to not be exactly like this. She used to be different. What that looks like exactly, because he said that she still abused him in some ways, whether it was verbally or emotionally or whatever, or even physically, that she used to not be this iteration of herself. So we don't know what that looks like, though.
She was only a Squirtle, and
Yeah.
she was only a level 4 in Mega Ultra Thunder Cow level. I mean,
She hadn't learned the Cantonese language.
yes. Oh my God. This woman is terrible. Just awful. She could be a Bene Jesuit. I'm just saying.
One of those? Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Okay, this officer is simply transporting you from point A to point B. She has no problem. She has no license over, the jail. Since
Yeah.
you are a frequent flyer at your local county jail, you should know this,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And no, so they have to bring in a uniformed officer, not because that she has to understand that she's being arrested, but detectives, like, they may put handcuffs on people, but they have to transport her, and that's not their job. That's why they call in a uniform to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the big bay. As long as you go in and you act civil to them,
Oh, yeah.
they'll set you in the big bay. And you'll be left there and.
She may be
That's not
familiar with the
ordinary?
drunk
That's not
tank.
us. We don't work at the jail.
Yeah.
As long as what he's saying is if you don't
If
act
you
up.
go in and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in the big bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would I
cursing at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in and act.
You said you never put anyone in a suitcase too, Sarah, so we're not too sure on your honesty level here.
Yeah, it's gonna depend on how many times you ask to speak to the manager. Your ice cream machine is always broken when I come to this McDonald's, and I am pissed off. I Yeah.
wanted a McFlurry.
Yeah.
Acting like this,
So I asked for the big bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Cause
God bless the caption.
Yes, the Big
It's
Bang.
I'm
just
just
said the
letting you know
Big
that's
Bang.
what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the big bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Cause the last time I had a major.
Yes, Sarah, you know what? I think that if we could go back in time and prevent your birth, there would be a lot of
Yes.
Yes, ask for the Big Bang. We'd like to redo if possible. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. God, blessed be the closed captions, for they bring clarity to everything.
You're gonna be talking a little bit.
I don't know. Change the cup.
I have not.
So what am I gonna do with my purse?
Is that officer shorter than she is?
But the cigarettes and stuff.
I think she's taller than her. It's hard to
Maybe-
tell.
Maybe it's just a depth thing from this angle.
Definitely.
What made you all decide to do this?
Made us decide to do
Because
it.
you unalived him.
Again, like MI6, the entire intelligence agency, and possibly Patriot Front got together and they were like, you know what we're going to do? We are going to screw with Sarah Boone.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy with black helicopters.
It was an MK Ultra thing. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you they're putting stuff in the chemicals to make Sarah Boone guilty. Ma'am. Jesus,
You guys,
jump
I
and
knew this was gonna
Jehoshaphat.
happen.
You did?
So I came
Well,
down
we
here
gave-
willing.
Yes, absolutely. We were trying to figure out what's going on. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Unintentionally.
Intentional or not, George is dead.
Are you trying to make me feel bad?
You
I
act
have to
like
live with
when
that
you
with
say
him.
unintentionally, that absolves you from everything.
I need to get, I don't know if it's,
You need
Able
be-
to
you
be or
need
not?
be loyal then. I apologize.
I have things in my car that I need to.
But you're.
I have
What
cocaine
kind of
now.
stuff do you have in your car that you're worried about?
She's like, look, I have like half a bottle of white Zin. Can I just chug that down and a Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
I have real cotton mouth.
Yeah. And that pack of cigarettes that I just bought.
Yeah, seriously, you guys, this was a trick and this was entrapment. And damn it, Chris Henson. Like, hi, Sarah. Do you know why I'm here today? My name is Chris Henson.
Have a seat.
Have a seat. Ma'am, again, no one cares about you enough to do a conspiracy. We don't care about you enough.
Yeah.
We
it's
really
like,
don't.
you are not important enough for literally anybody to care about you, except for the person you put in a suitcase and unalived.
Yeah.
the person who actually cared about you, allegedly.
What a dumb truck.
Oh,
Well, I have my medication.
Okay, they have a
Ma'am,
pharmacy
you are obviously not
there,
medicated
so if there's
enough.
something that you have to have right away, you'll be seeing a nurse.
It's panic attack stuff.
Well, again, when you get checked in, you're gonna be seeing a nurse.
Zany bars and booze.
yeah.
Jesus, Sarah. Maybe don't admit that.
Yeah.
And that, they have a pharmacy there, so they'll be able to take care of any kind of that stuff.
Well,
That protocol
okay.
is out.
Your detectiveness, the problem with that is they were George's prescription. So how am I going to get George's prescription in the jail? They just will not even be nice and let me have it.
yeah. It's like, can I order like a 6-pack of Boone's Farm though?
How long does it take the orange juice to ferment into booze? I'm just
Yeah.
asking for a friend.
I need that strawberry watermelon flavor. Like, it's really hard to find out in the wild. Like, I go to several stores to find it because it's really, really hard to find. You think they'll have that there?
Okay, I won't even be picky. If they don't have Boone's Farm, do you have Mad Dog 2020?
Yeah. And if you don't have Mad Dog 2020, I'll settle for Schlitz.
Yeah, I mean, or $2 Chuck. I'm just, I am willing to be flexible, you guys. I am the model prisoner.
Yeah. But I won't touch that PBR stuff. No. Article 45.
Oh my god. What is
Well,
ma'am?
I don't work down there, so I don't know, but I do know they do have a pharmacy. And that you will be afforded to see somebody. Okay? I put that in. All right.
Oh, they're about the same height.
Yeah. Awesome. We ended just in time for you guys to get ready to go over to Legos and libations and potentially birthday stream. Alleged, not intentional birthday stream.
Yeah, not malicious either.
Yeah, not malicious or intentional. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we will pick out one of the many suggestions for next week's Legal Shenanigans Theater. Sarah Boone was our opening show, if you will, and I will be working on an intro. One of my gajillion things to do.
Yeah. Oh Lord, this is fun.
Yes, this was fun. Sarah, get some help. Get some help from someone, not from me. Maybe Koala.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Literally just anything. Just anything.
Yeah.
Sarah, just
So
take all the help you can get.
yes. Tell Dave and Veilhammer, and I think it's Sean from Potentially Criminal. I could be wrong.
Oh, it's Valhalla, not me. Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
David,
Valhalla.
Valhalla,
I don't
and
even
Sean. Yeah.
I don't even call my kids the right name. I'm like, hey you.
It's all good.
It's nearly 9:00. I turned into a pumpkin at 9:30. It is what happens. Anyone who watches Shizzy and me, it's just what happens. I will see you guys possibly tomorrow to do some live streams of the Groves, go through that, and possibly some other stuff that I don't know. The weekend is flexible. Who knows?
Yep.
It's a mystery. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful evening if you are not going to the Lego thing. And if you are going to the Lego thing, tell them we sent you and have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
See ya.